The water.
YakalBA4GreatMillStone.
YakalBA4GreatMillStone.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. These sound takes for the hopeful and Kakim that's listening and pushing this truth. Okay? All right, so you know there's a scripture I want to start before we get down to business, all right? Because right now, for several weeks, it's been the vibration of the name of YakalBA4GreatMillStone. Why? Because it's not being praised enough. All right, it's not being magnified enough. That's why the men of Great Millstone and the affiliates is pushing that name heavy right now. Okay, so I just want to put out a scripture, then we'll get to the lesson. All right, give me Psalms, the 5th chapter.
This is Psalms chapter 5 and verse 11. But let all those that put their trust in thee.
Yeah, so you got to put their trust in thee. Remember what Yahweh said, right? He said, love thy power, love YakalBA4GreatMillStone with all thine heart. All right. That's the first commandment he said to go at. All right, and love thy brother as you love thyself, man. Okay. Well,
but let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee.
There you go, that love thy name to be joyful in thee. So I want to start it up with that, all right? All right, because thy name needs to be magnified, it needs to be praised, all right? Every day, all right? Even on your prayers 3 times a day. Praise the name of YakalBA4GreatMillStone. Without it, we wouldn't be here, okay? He wouldn't bless us with this knowledge. We might be with those in purple and gold praising in the name of Baphomet, Jesus. Okay? We're not with that right now. But our job as watchmen and prophets is to prophesy and to warn our people. We might say, man, I'm getting tired of talking to our people. It's our job to do it.
Yep.
Because it's either they're here or forebear. Okay, that's what it's about. You know? So hey, this is what we gotta do, man. All right. So
it's our duty.
Time is coming close. Time is approaching for judgment. Because at work, I came late to work. I forgot about how to come in early. It was a huge meeting, and they put me to the side. They say, hey man, we're doing massive layoffs with these workers, man, because of the tariffs. I was playing dumb and stuff, but I knew. Okay, so guess what? Jacob's trouble is coming near.
Oh yeah.
All this is being set up for what? For the universal basic income. For the Karagma, mark of the beast, the RFID chip. Okay? So what's our job here? To prophesy, we are watchmen, so we gotta report everything. Okay? Either you here or you forebear. Alright, so let's get give me let's start at Ezekiel 33, 1 to verse 6. Alright? Yeah, homie on Isaiah 62, 6 to 7.
This is Ezekiel 33 and 1. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people.
Yes, speak to the children of thy people. Who's the children of thy people? Talking about you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. That's what we are commanded to do so. To speak to the children of thy people. All right, go ahead.
It says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them.
Even though we hate Fontana a lot, but we still got to do our job, man.
Right.
Okay? We hate this place, man.
Yeah.
All right? Because everybody that's come in, I would say something smart. We know they're the children of Israel, man. Okay? So go ahead, sir.
It says, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast.
So there's a man on every coast, right? So you got a watchman in every coast. You got the west coast, the east coast, north and south, throughout the 4 corners of the earth. There's a prophet amongst the people, man, to warn them. Okay?
Right. Real quick, a prophet, being a prophet is not a glamorous job.
Right.
You're not a fucking celebrity and all that
shit.
You were hated, man. That's why the society don't fit in this place.
That's right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is not a glamorous job.
Right.
You don't tell people what's about to happen.
Right.
And this shit happens and shit, people want to hate you.
Yeah.
Right. They don't. Hey, Trump want to get rid of us.
Yep.
Society want to get rid of us.
Yep.
Yep.
Yahweh said it himself, brother. He said, if the world hateth me, it shall also hate you.
Right.
Because when Yahweh came, he was performing miracles. He still was hating on him.
Yeah.
They still put him to death. So
Yep.
We're nowhere on that level, so now look.
Right. Right.
Take it, man. We don't want
right.
Man, we hate our lives even unto death.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Amen,
Right. Get a precept real
Go ahead, brother.
Just real quick. Amos 5:10, what you said. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
Yeah, that's the problem. Our people hate correction. They hate to be told what to do. They hate to be told what they're doing wrong. So guess what? What's the automatic response, man? You're a bunch of haters, man. That's what they say to, man. That's their childish response to everything.
Yeah.
Man. Okay? But you know what? And speaking of duality, the Lord did that, man. Cover their eyes, man. They won't be able to perceive. The only one that's going to perceive are the elect. All right? Go ahead.
Right. They don't want to come to the light. At least their deeds be reproved.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Jake know they going on. They know they wicked, but they love being in that spirit.
Yep.
Right. You know.
We are haters, shit. Scripture say, I hate them that hate you. Hate the evil and love the good.
Yeah.
Because this whole society is geared and built on anti-YakalBA4GreatMillStone.
That's right.
That's right.
Dudes got wolf spirit.
That's right, brother. That's right. They got that Baphomet spirit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Satan.
Yep.
Yeah. Take part of one's lust. Yeah, that's why he wants to love not this world. Not the things of this world. They gave you a list of why not to love it. The lust of the flesh. No, that's what the society pushes.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and that's what you see all the time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They're basically dating minions. They're little. They're like mini dating on a small level.
Yeah. Male and female.
That's right.
Feeling that vibration.
That's right.
Yeah. You have your father, the devil.
Right. And that's what them top Satanists of the society. That's what they've been doing. That's what they tapped into. Like Anton LaVey, Aleister Crowley.
Yep.
All of you.
Yeah.
They know about these things.
They do.
But that's the power that's given onto Esau. Going back to what the ego.
Yep.
Alexander. You know what I'm saying? So that horn God, that's what that horn symbol they push up the two fingers. The
Yeah.
mano Pinocchio.
Yep.
That's the vibration. All the people of so-called status, that's the vibration they own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
For the moment, do as thou wilt for the moment.
Right.
You go against what the Most High has set up. Go against the Most High commandments.
Living in that pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Finishing it real quick. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh upright.
Yeah. That's why you get a lot of people hating on us. Well, talking shit about us all the time, trying to find every little thing. Oh, they don't speak correctly. Right. They need more education. You know, any little kind of excuse from not hearing the truth, man. But you know what? Good. Because we're not here for you. We only here for the elect. I'm plain and simple, man. Okay, so like the brother said earlier, everybody's on that guide from that anti-Messiah spirit, all right? Because of that veil is being pushed out. Esau's way, Esau's philosophy, Baphomet. Everybody's on the guise of wickedness, man.
Yep.
Okay, that's what's going on. All right. So now you got these idiots out here getting flowers for Easter for the worship of Ishtar and the sun god. Okay, they have no idea who they worshiping, man.
Right.
They're worshiping Baphomet, man. Plain and simple, man. Satan.
Yep.
Everybody that worshiping Easter, they're worshiping Satan. Period, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, bro.
Oh my
That's
God,
it.
what these guys are talking about?
Yeah. You want to know what we're talking about? We're talking about there ain't no Easter in the scriptures, man. So when you go to the word Easter in the New Testament, it will say Pesach, meaning Passover, man. Okay?
Yep. That's a fact.
Yeah, the whole that worship goes back to ancient Babylon.
Right.
Yes, bro.
Ancient Babylon, the dirty ass Ethiopians, them Hamites.
Yep.
They were the true worshippers of Satanism. That's where it started.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. That goes back to the worship of the sex organs too.
Yep.
Fertility goddesses. and
Like the
gods.
equinox would come after the new moon cycle.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, man. But that's the
Yeah.
You know, because the God of the nations, the God of these nations are idols.
Idols.
Right.
That's what these different, you know, that's what they do. That's what they take part of.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
Back at Ezekiel 33:2, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword cometh upon the land,
Sword represents danger. All right, that's going to come upon our people. All right, so we're here to warn you of what's coming. Okay, and by you celebrating Easter right now, you're just elevating your chances for destruction. All right, okay, so we came here to warn you that the sword is coming. All right, you the sword to the Lord. He's going either. All right? And right now, his horns are showing. All right? With your president-elected Trump. All right? He's showing his horns right now.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are going to get massive layoffs. There's going to be no more jobs. The grinders shall cease, man. All right? From the cruel Lord. All right? Let's go.
Yeah, man, because you got I forgot which banking family that controls the food resources and all that. The different families control the food resources. Esau,
Yeah.
family,
Yep.
control the Walton. They control the retail as far as Walmart.
Yeah.
Different names.
Yeah.
I forgot. I should have wrote it down.
Yeah.
Esau is in control of all that. Man.
Yeah, like DuPont control all like the chemical stuff.
Right. So all these families are Edomites.
Yeah.
So-called white races, man.
That's right. You got
When you
family.
say everything is based on white supremacy, we're not talking about the average Joe.
Right.
You see at the gym or as a manager or whatever. We're talking about these families that you don't hear about.
Yes.
Man. They got old money.
Yeah.
You can't get up in that circle, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because all these families have a structure.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the entertainment, you got the medical field, you got the oil,
Yeah.
you got the banks.
Education.
Here you go.
That's like every aspect of society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to control everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Resources, your water resource,
Here you go.
your money resource.
That's right.
So that's when they talking about, oh man, we need to get our own black this, black that.
That ain't happening.
You can't.
Yeah.
Because when you're going to start your own bank, you think they're going to let you start, like people don't realize, but the people, actual leaders that had resources, try to branch off, they killed their ass.
Yeah.
The last one was Gaddafi. You know? Like I said, we need to deal with the gold standard.
Right.
We need to deal with the gold standard.
You want to?
Right? That was it. That was it. That's all he wanted. He was talking about. Because the money ain't backed by nothing.
Yeah.
And they off this ass.
Yep.
That's it. So you Jake are coming up in society talking about this, talking about you're a fucking idiot, you're a sellout.
Yep.
You don't know what you're talking about. You can't liberate your people with their own money, their own banks. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
You know? The only liberation gonna come through Yahweh Shai.
That's
Come
it.
back and separate the sheep from the goats, man.
Right.
Shit, man.
Because he's coming to establish his sovereignty first and
Yes.
foremost, and then after that, the sovereignty of the nation of Israel.
Yeah, man.
So right now, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked.
Yeah.
It has been ordained for this devil to be in power and to have
Yeah.
control.
Right.
So you're not going to, what do you call it, wiggle your way up to some type of, plateau or level in this society. It's not yours. It's not,
Right.
it's not prophecy,
There's
man.
only one way they can wiggle their way, man. And that's through worshiping Baphomet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like that, bro. That's what it is.
No,
They got to do
man.
dirty things to our people and themselves in order to stay with that to be that
Yeah.
top priority, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a tool at that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tool, just a fucking tool.
Tool in the
Sorry
toolbox.
to bust your bubble, but this is what it is. Even your local pastors,
Yep.
even your so-called leaders of
Israel.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
Masons.
all of them.
Yeah, that dude, Nate Satan and his crew, they're Masons, man.
Yep.
Was out last week. They want you know, speak on their name and all that stuff. That's IUIC them cats,
Right.
man.
Yeah. Especially his background. Couple of
Yeah,
NYPD being a level 2 detective. You gotta be a part of a certain club to reach those type of height. Certain job, when the higher you get up, it's a certain type of inner circle you have to be a part of in order to get hired.
Yeah, you got to take oaths and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta take oaths. Yeah.
And you gotta be corrupted in order to be entrusted in that position.
You have to be corrupted. Yep, you gotta be wicked.
Yep.
That's
That's why
bottom
you
line.
that's why you looking so frail. Because it's conscious.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
up.
He look bad.
Looking very thickly.
You look at our elders, they look fit.
Yeah, look vibrant.
Yeah, all the brothers in the community, they vibrant, look vibrant. We shot on them. Shot bums. Hell yeah, we some fucking healthy bums. How about
Man,
that?
I'll take it.
Fuck ass bitch.
To summarize everything, the so-called white man has every infrastructure. They have men that's underneath them that give out these prizes to wicked Israelites to keep up their agenda, man. Okay? 501c3 charter. If you under that, every church is under that.
Yep.
So wicked Israelites that have their own churches are under that too, to push that negative vibration upon our people. All right? Okay? You basically setting up our people, well, you already did, to be anti-messiahs, man. Okay? That's what it is. All right? Because by you preaching in the name of Jesus Christ, you're preaching in Baphomet, man. That's what it is. Okay? All right? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee.
Serve thine enemies.
Why that happened? Because we disobeyed Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, so he put us under heavy curse. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Start with that. Then read that.
That's in the nation of Israel.
Yep.
That's still going on today.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
We are yet this day in our captivity. We're subjects to payments.
There you go.
They know how to use these words on you, man. That's why you're an employee of an employer. That's why it's better to be single, man. So a lot of people just don't get it.
They don't get it.
They don't get it. That causes a lot of friction in your household. A lot of shit. And you're like, man, fuck you, bitch. But that's a whole nother topic, man.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
So when you read before the 15th verse, that's the promises that Yahweh gave to us, Yahweh Ba'Shem gave to us, because we follow his rules, the kingdom of heaven right there, man. All right? Now he gonna read what's gonna happen when we don't. Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou would not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day,
That's right.
that all these curses shall come upon thee.
And there you go. And all these curses shall come upon us, man. So right now, our people right now is preparing for Easter weekend. Okay, for Easter Sunday. They're gonna get up around 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning to do a sunrise service. All right, worshiping the sun. All right, this is part of the verses, man. That we shall be worshiping wood and stone, idols. That's what it's about. That's part of the curse. And our people, the nation of Israel, is caught up in that right now, man. Heavy, man. I mean, beyond. Okay, because they're so blinded to the fact that they look at us as scum. Okay, because in their eye they deem they're right, which is not according to knowledge. Okay, go ahead.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Keep going.
No, and overtake them. Now go overtake them. Yeah,
that's the generations.
Passed down.
You all growing up in the world, that was a big thing. On my side of the Benjamites, man, that was a big thing. You got the they make the hot cross buns. Everybody going to church on Sunday dressed.
They best dressed. Best dressed.
Thinking that that's the actual date. You know what I'm saying? That's when our Lord and Savior was risen from the dead and all that shit. You know? Those are all fallacies, man.
Exactly.
But it was during the springtime. So that's during the springtime. You know? So that's a fact.
That's right.
It was during the springtime. So he was born in the springtime and he died and raised in the springtime.
Right. Yeah. So people, a lot of people in America, including our people here, I'm going to talk about our people here, right? Y'all really good when it comes to mathematics, so let's check. All right, Yahweh Shai died what? Friday, right? In a late afternoon, right? Friday night, Saturday night, one day. Saturday night, Sunday night. Sunday night to Monday night is 3 days. So why the hell you up here on Sunday worshiping the resurrection of so-called Christ?
Right.
Math is about truth, right? Math is about truth. That's what math really means.
Yeah, math.
We give you truth. So why the hell you up here waking up Sunday morning to worship the resurrection of your so-called Christ? You're not worshiping Christ. You're worshiping you're worshiping the sun god. You're worshiping idols. That's what you're doing. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in all all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
No, go to read it again.
It says, Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
See, the cowardice of our people, you gotta wait till you gotta go across the street. All right, so that tells you what kind of man he is. Go ahead, bro.
It says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee.
Right now, our people right now, as a whole, is serving our enemies right now. You're paying taxes, right?
Yep.
You got a social security number, right? Yeah. You have a birth certificate, right? Your number, right? So guess what? You a slave here in America, man.
Yep.
You got to pay a registration every year, right?
Man.
Insurance, registration.
So you're a subject to payments.
Right.
You're subject to payments, man.
Yep.
Okay?
Every month rent is due.
Yeah.
Mortgage is due. You buy a house, that's a major debt you're in.
Yeah.
That's a stressor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with interest on it.
That's right.
So your credit score is all made up.
Yeah.
That shit lasts for fucking that pretty much a whole generation.
Yeah.
Your mortgage is a generation long.
Yeah.
30 years, man.
Yeah,
More
so
than a
that's
generation.
Family, I'm sorry.
No, that was it. I just want to say that.
So you gotta get your family in order. Sit them down and listen to them.
Yeah.
This shit right here, this is for us.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm having to be, y'all gotta carry on this debt.
Yeah.
We all can have a roof over our heads.
Yeah.
You gotta really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I told that to my son. I told him like I'm eligible. He ain't low, he's still here. You know, he's wise, but we have to do that. That's how it works.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta commit to it.
You gotta, it's a commitment.
Yeah.
So for me and you and your sister, if the Lord allows, if you're dealing with that debt and you're dealing with the motherfucking what you call it, property tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Annual,
did,
bro.
that's yearly.
I just paid mine.
You know what I'm saying? They deal with the regular bills, the water bill, gas bill, the light bill. God damn!
Yep.
It adds on, man.
Shit,
So
man.
guess what? You serving your enemies, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And who control? So we getting the loans from these different banks.
Right.
I really don't have any fucking money. Anyways, it's
Yeah.
a number that's added in the system. Man, come on, man. A fractional reserve system, man.
Yep.
That's why it's good to be single and snack off.
Oh, damn.
It's too much, man.
Yeah.
There you go,
Too
man.
much, man.
And a prime example, our people keep fighting the truth, man. Just for that guy, because it's that image of Yahweh Shai. That's why. That's why he was a
image.
bitch.
Yeah.
All right?
True image of the Messiah.
Yeah, we ain't fooled by you Mexicans, man. Okay? We ain't fooled by you motherfuckers, man. All right?
Because it been what? It been overtaken by that false idol.
Yes,
False idol.
yes, bro.
Overtaken,
One of the
man.
curses.
Yeah. But the false image of the Messiah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everything been whitewashed. In the north, they got it heavy.
Yeah.
So they've been brought up to hate. I saw this one interview with this ex guy that's associated with, he's affiliated with a cartel. He said, yeah, man, he said a lot of freaking Mexicans, they hate so-called black men. He said, I was cool with one of them. I was homeless. This other dude from a different hood. We share food and all that shit. So a lot of them is under that pure hatred, man.
Yeah.
The north and the south, we developed that shit.
Yeah, you did.
So that's that envy between the south and the north. So,
Yeah.
hey,
Right.
like you said earlier, how you started, Ken, we're just here to do our job.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
We're like here, there, from there, I don't give a shit, man.
Yeah.
But it still vexes you like,
Yeah, yeah, just that. You know, we
Yeah.
just, you know, we understand.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
fuck.
yeah.
Telling you, we deporting you, motherfucker. We
Man. That's the man. I used to always say that. Like, what did we do to you? We're
Yeah.
not oppressing you, man. Goofy motherfuckers,
Dumbass,
man.
man. Sit doing my work truck, I just shake my head.
Yeah. I've been doing that at work.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
Yeah, because we got to get clothes, right? What the brother just brought up, those retailers. We got to get some food, right? To who? We got to go to the enemy of the want of all things, man. Okay, so guess what? You're under curses, man. All right, go ahead.
And in the one of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Right now, there's a spiritual yoke around our necks right now. Because you got a lot of our people want to save the so-called white man in the other nations.
Yeah.
All right, what do they do to us? I said, well, they don't know any history. They dumb. They got that spiritual yoke called Stockholm Syndrome.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. So that's really dealing with slavery, with the
Yeah,
actual
yeah, of
yokes
course.
of
Yeah,
iron.
you know that.
But today, you know,
Today,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
All right, yeah, because people forgot a year, it hasn't been that long. We had metal fucking things around, bird cages around our head, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay? Not only the so-called black man, but even you on so-called Latino suits.
Right.
You had it. You got your nose chopped off,
Yeah,
man.
the devastation of the Indies. That's a book you need to check out.
Yeah.
Or PDF file that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Know your history,
Yeah.
man.
Oh man, that book is that book is cold
Straight murder, man.
Yeah. And you know what showed you that too is the last Black Panther movie, Wakanda.
Oh, yeah.
With the guy Namor. His name means no love in Spanish. by the Edomites. It showed you a clip in there of these people being carted off by the conquistadors.
Yeah,
they had the chains shackled on them.
That's like, that was the hardest one.
Yeah, that was the best
one.
one.
Because of that one character, them showing the information about the Northern Kingdom.
Yeah.
Right.
I even went going to my jiu-jitsu class, a couple of Iscarites, Mexican guys I'm cool with. I mean, you gotta watch that shit, bro. You gotta watch that shit, bro. He finally watched it. He was like, yo, that's crazy, man. I said, that shit is heavy, man.
Shows you right
I
there.
said, fuck the Black Panther, bro. I said, they going into
that man,
your history, bro.
It shows you right there that Ryan Coogler did his homework.
Yeah.
Okay? He did his homework. That's a so-called black man, a director, man.
Are you from the West? Oh,
he from Oakland.
Oh,
That's why he talked like that.
Oh,
he from Oakland.
talk big up, man.
That's why he did that.
What's up,
He did that movie. Smell
Okay.
That was his first get up. He was from that area.
His first movie.
Yeah, he did the Creed movies too. I think both of them. The ones with Michael.
There you go, bro.
You don't go way left, brother. Don't go way left, man.
Man, you never know what he already doing.
Yeah,
You got that new movie that came out this weekend called Tenor. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it tomorrow.
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna see it tomorrow.
God.
All right, go ahead.
That's heavy, man.
Back at Ezekiel 33:3, if when he seeth the sword cometh upon the land,
Right now, the danger is coming upon our land, man. It's starting with these tariffs. All right. This is where the black card's coming. All right. I told you what happened at work. They're doing massive layoffs. It's not only my job, it's every logistics company that's out there. All right? Warehouse. Guess who works in the warehouses? Our people.
Yep.
So they're going to be out without work. So what's going to happen? They're going to go to a point of desperate into crime, burglary, rape, theft. It's going to increase. Okay? And what's going to lead to? Well, we have a plan. Okay? You're going to get a certain type of money once a month. It's called a universal basic income. Which will lead to what? Walk to the beach.
Yep.
Okay?
Fixed income rate.
There you go, man.
And that's what happened during the time of Reagan. He sent all those jobs up to China and stuff, and then with Jacob, they went to crack dealing. And a lot of Jake lost their jobs. He had a real-known big warehouse production in was Inglewood, Goodyear. They used to make the tires and shit. Once that shit closed down, Jake lost a hell of a job out there in LA. And he thought the crime go up, probably rose higher, and all throughout Babylon.
That was all set up.
Yeah.
From the elites, what to put hell on our people, man.
Yep.
Okay? That's what it is. That's what it comes down to, man.
Yep.
Why? Because they hate us, man.
Yeah.
All right? And we hate them too. All right?
Oh yeah.
when he seeth the sword cometh upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
How be blowing the trumpet? Give me Revelation 19, verse 7. Real quick. How be blowing the trumpet? Verse the prophet, watchmen. So guess what? We're yelling at you. The prophecy is right there. We're explaining it to you what's going down, and we're warning you what's going down. Hey, man, come back to the Father, man. All right, because there's no other way. Right. All right, you're not even sovereign, so you don't have your own army. What are you gonna do? You got super soldiers with chips. They're gonna come after your ass. You got robotic dogs coming after your ass. You don't have anything. You don't have drones. You don't have nothing. So what are you gonna do? We come. No, that happened before. We lost.
Hit, man.
Okay, you gotta repent. That's right, man. Exactly, brother.
Is that Revelation 19:10?
Yeah.
All right. It's Revelation 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren.
That's all about an angel, man. You say, yo, don't be bound down to me. I'm one of the brothers, man. All right? I'm one of your kingsmen. Your king folk. Okay? All right, don't do that to me. Go ahead.
It says, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
For the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy.
And that's how we come down. Why? Because we are the prophets of old doing the same thing. Warning our people, man. Prophesying. Okay? We come in the spirit of prophecy. We're not coming here in the spirit of getting along and getting everybody together, all Israel. No. We're only here for the elect, man.
That's right.
That's what it's about, man. It's all about the remnant and the elect. Nothing more. All right? The Lord said, Peter, he said, if you love me, feed my lambs. And this is what we're doing. We're feeding the lambs. With knowledge, prophecy, truth, okay, the commandments, and in the names of YakalBA4GreatMillStone, man. Okay, if you're not doing none of those, you're a false prophet. Okay?
Right.
All right?
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Back in Ezekiel 33:4, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away.
So, if you don't hear what we have to say, we don't care. Okay? Because it says in Romans, the 3rd chapter, what if some did not believe? All right? The prophecy is still going to go through no matter how you feel about it, man. All right? So if you don't take heed to the warning, guess what? That's your ass. Our hands is washed, man. We move on.
Yep.
Okay? Go ahead.
Take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Yeah, his blood shall be upon his head. He's going to die here in America, man.
Yep.
He will get melted off his boots, man. Period, man. All right? Or he'll get his ass torn up by animals, dogs. Get caught up by diseases, earthquakes, floods. Get washed up like that, man. Any type of judgment the Lord got in store for you, man. Okay? Go ahead.
They just dealt with that whole earthquake in Maryland.
Man, bro.
Last we went into the Thai spot. They was, she was like, yeah, we just got on the earthquake. And
Oh, shit.
They felt that shit.
There you go.
Yeah, it felt like it was sad, man, when I saw it was usually high, It was sad, bro.
Yeah, thousands died, man.
Yeah.
You know? Even passport brothers, they died.
Yeah, stupid ass. That's life, man. You got some Jake out there.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Jake be thinking like, oh, okay, that's life now. No, bro. There's more to life than that, man. More than that. Yeah, you can't run from curses, man.
Yeah, you ain't serving the Lord.
Right.
I talked about that goofy Jake that was over there, how he was going to them idols, bowing down to him.
Yeah,
Video.
wow. See?
Yeah, there you go.
See?
Yeah, it's a famous Jake on TikTok over there in Thailand. Nigga be acting all extra and shit in the camera. But he videotaped himself going down to the little temple area and bowing down to them fucking idols.
Follow them curses, man.
He got caught up with the women.
That too.
That fucking Thai pussy on his ass.
There you go. You got him.
Now with Mount worship my Dr. Meat. Yes, honey. Oh.
Right.
I want the knife. Oh.
He basically ate that oatmeal with the guns.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That's what happens, man.
Yep.
I see the actual, damn, what the fuck was she, man? I see that Jake got caught up in that, got a family with this, what's she, the Asian woman? Elamite? He got to worship that.
There you go.
Her God, man.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, that shit is real. Yeah. That's biblical.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It happens. Yep.
That's what happens, man.
What happens to the sons of God?
Yeah, it's like you got to get down with the culture.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that was in the book of Nahum.
Yeah,
when Ezra or Nahum was whooping Jake ass because they was coupling themselves with them heathens, having children with them and stuff like that. So you got on their ass, man.
They should have worshiping their other gods.
Right.
Yeah. Eat that profane food, man.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, brother.
Ezekiel 33:5, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Yeah, he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. That's most of the elect. They're going to hear it, man, and they're going to take heed to it. You know, because you got a lot of people right now with no common sense, right? They say, yo, man, the kingdom not looking good, man. Like, yo, the price is going up. I don't got enough food to feed my family and stuff, and you know, these bills are getting higher. How supposed to handle all that?
Yeah.
I said, this shit is bullshit. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, I said, okay, cool. Now they paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like they said with that's that same Pastor Ball up saying that adversity will teach it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, words don't teach you, adversity will.
Yeah.
That's what happened to
Hell
Jake.
yeah.
That's what's happening.
When adversity kick in, you're like, what the fuck is really going on here?
I
Yeah.
can't get no more overtime and
Yeah.
Barbershop's gonna be closed down.
Yeah.
Nobody don't want to get no fucking haircut.
Right.
Yeah, beautician spots. Hey, for real, bro. Get your nails done.
Right.
No more of that shit.
hey, that plays a part.
Yeah.
Especially the locust salons.
Yeah.
A lot of the weed shops comes from China. Lashes comes from China. They say India, but guess where India gets it from? China. And with their own people too.
Yeah.
But you know, it's over, man.
Yeah.
The resources is going to be scarce. All right. So we're gonna see a lot of these women bald-headed, man. Yeah. Rocking the shade, the fade.
They're gonna try to clean that old wig they got. They're gonna try to reuse it, rinse and wash.
Yeah, and that wig.
Clothesline it.
Man.
No, they do that for real.
Damn, son.
Sound bad.
They do that shit for real.
What's gonna make you more undesirable?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of these women are very undesirable now.
Already.
Yeah.
You gotta say something.
Yeah, it's
crazy, man.
They look
Yeah.
crazy as hell.
Hey, but that's all part of prophecy.
Yeah.
Okay? Because our people are going to go through this. It's going to go through a hard time. Jacob's time. Jacob's trouble. Okay? That's what we hear, man.
Right. Go ahead. Yeah, I just want to back you up real quick because you mentioned the UBI.
Yeah.
And the people in the higher positions, and this guy Elon Musk, who was just recently, they got taken out of the White House because it was too much, shit going on, too much drama. Yeah. But he was up there with Trump. So he pretty much is he's a part of the bullshit with the elites linked to them. But this is a quote. This is the point. It's a quote. He said, "I don't think we're going to have a choice. Elon Musk predicts universal income will eventually be high, but fears people will feel useless."
Yes.
See? So basically we're saying UBI is coming though.
It's coming. All right? And he said a high universal basic income. All right? Now they're going to try to throw the people for a loop. Right? You had the Doge dividends and you got a stimulus. All right? Right now, that's all I'm hearing. When we'll get the dividend check, when we'll get a stimulus. We need it now. We need it now.
Yeah. Right.
You see where it's going? You see, our people is saying this shit, man.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the Lord, they want to go to the Egyptian pharaoh.
Yeah.
Okay? I say, hey, man, the prophets out here, prophets saying, yo, this is going to happen.
Yep.
You've been saying it for years, man.
Yeah. Right.
And now it's in your face, and you still want to turn to the true Lord.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Right.
Come on. Everything is piecing together as prophecy say so, man. Okay? We're witnessing the downfall. We are all witnesses. The downfall of Babylon the Great.
Right.
So these Edomites,
Hell
the
yeah.
Edomite nation is unaware of the storm they're going into. All right? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, the prophets, we are that storm, man.
Yep.
It's driving me crazy. All right?
Yeah,
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
how it is.
Yeah.
These regular Edomites out here, they don't know what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Regular Jays don't know what the hell is going on.
Right.
Everybody gonna find out, man. You all been duped. You all
Right.
been lied to. There's a very unbalanced, unstable system that's created to keep your ass in slavery.
Exactly, brother.
It wasn't meant for you to flourish here. Because if it meant to you to flourish, you would have been had your 40 acres and a mule.
A long time
A
ago.
long time ago. That would have been generation after generation. You wouldn't have to get incorporated with this man's system. All right?
There you go, man. They've been planning this for centuries, man.
Yeah, decades, man.
All right?
Yeah, like the whole outline of the different wars by Albert Pike.
Yeah.
Albert Pike didn't come up with this by himself.
Yeah.
He was divinely inspired on the left-hand side.
Yep.
It has worked out according to what is written, but ultimately, what is written is in the scriptures.
Yep.
That's what's really what is written. It was written.
Right.
It's in the scriptures, man.
Was it in
Right.
that book Wars and Dogma?
Nah, more is gone.
No, it was a letter.
That was
That's a hard book to read, man.
yeah, that is not in that book. That was an outline, like a letter.
Yeah, it was a letter to I think a
Mazzini.
Italian leader.
Yeah.
Mazzini something.
Yeah.
The Seppo, Mazzini, whatever the name is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. Revelation, the 9th chapter says one woe is past, because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Revelation, the 9th chapter is
Yeah.
World War I, and then it says 2 more woes.
Yeah.
And then you go to Revelation 11, the 2nd woe is past, the 3rd woe comes quickly.
That's
right.
There it is.
And
That's
it's
the
leading-
outline.
And
Yeah.
it's leading to that direction right now.
We did.
We did.
Yeah, because damn elites of society through inspiration, how about Shai, different things that happen in the Middle East, the Gulf War to where we are today, the different nations they want to take down. Because only one is left right now, which is Iran.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
So that's gonna, it's gonna get horrible out here, man.
Yeah, there were people in the work, they were like this, yo, Iran got that hypersonic missile. I said, oh, we knew that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But bro, I said, yo, they said America's gonna beat Iran. I said,
Yeah, all right.
Not going to
We'll see, man.
You know?
Yeah, that's that propaganda they push in the minds of the people.
They do, man. That's why they're
Bully,
sleeping.
man.
Yeah.
People ain't wake up to the fact like, what the fuck these countries ever did?
Right.
Anybody. What did Saddam Hussein, Iraqis ever did to the United States? Nothing. What did Libya do? Not a goddamn thing.
Nothing.
It's a bigger plot and that's being done. People don't even realize that shit.
Right.
And it's crazy.
This is the Lord pretty much setting up Esau, which Cain as well, all right, to get that vengeance on him.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord is doing right now, leading this man up to the worst judgment that's ever been known to man.
Right. He
Lord
wanted
of
to drink that
hosts.
cup.
Yeah, the Lord of hosts mustered the battle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's a hard ass line.
Yeah.
Mustered the
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stirring this shit up.
Yeah, Isaiah 13.
Yep.
Mustered the battle.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yahweh taught the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Saddam Hussein said was during 9/11, he said, America's not doing a good job getting their people out. We could send our people to show them how to do the job, and America took offense to that shit.
Nah, it's deeper than that.
It goes deep.
He wanted
but-
a gold standard as well.
Yeah, but I just want to say what he was saying. They're trying to use that,
It was deeper than that.
trick the minds of the people
Right.
in America.
Yeah, that was the propaganda. There
Yeah,
you
the
go.
little PR and shit.
Yeah, that was the propaganda, but he wanted a gold standard.
Yeah, he wanted a gold
standard.
So it's going against the grain.
And look what happened. Boom, war.
I really is that.
You know what I'm saying? What that had to do with the buildings, man?
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what Nick Rockefeller told was the guy
Aaron Russell.
Aaron Russell.
That you're gonna be seeing military personnel going into caves looking for somebody that's not even there. When you listen to the whole interview,
Right.
he mentioned that shit about
Yeah,
the war and all that.
yeah.
Yeah, he said
With
that.
all
I was
the
like,
script.
God,
All the
and you know what's crazy? I showed people only a few jakes that was fucking with me. I was like, yo, their mind was blown. Everybody else, they ain't give a fuck. They're like, so what? Hoorah! Like, what the fuck? Like, God damn.
That's a zombie.
They're a zombie.
Yep.
So it got to the point I stopped saying anything.
Yep.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Bro, you was like Roddy Piper with the glasses, bro.
Right. Like, we've got one that can see.
Yeah. That's how they got rid of me like that, man.
Yeah.
Because of the truth.
Right, brother.
And ultimately, the Lord, that's the
Right.
trial.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, man. That's straight king.
Right.
Yep.
No, I
That's
said
it?
that. I said, okay.
Oh, you got that Isaiah 30?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Yeah,
No,
bring
62.
Oh, yeah, bring me that. Yeah, bring it to Ezekiel. No, Habakkuk 2. Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem.
So why am I constantly saying this, man? For you to get it, man. All right? The Lord always sent his prophets to warn our people. He always set those guys up there to let you know what the hell's going on, man. Okay? And right now, but what is looking, we told you so. The spirit of Yahweh, YakalBA4GreatMillStone. All right? Everything is piecing together, man. So what are you going to do? Go ahead.
Which shall never hold their peace.
Shall never hold their peace. We out here week in and week out. Okay? Week in and week out. Brothers doing videos during the week. Giving you great information.
No, that's not us.
Walgreens?
No, that's not us.
There's another one.
Oh, okay.
You guys similar.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I remember when the
Kari.
yeah, he was over there.
That was years ago.
They true, bro. They true.
That was years ago.
The worst birds of Baphomet are true, bro. Okay? That's
Right.
what it is, man.
Plug.
All right?
Plug Arizona.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Go ahead.
horrible.
Go ahead.
That's what happened, man. Real quick. You think it was making like 30 grand a month.
Yeah.
Times 12. That's like $300-some thousand a year. And the scripture's talking about that, man. When you have too much money, you get caught up in all types of diverse lusts and all that stuff. Roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah.
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 You're right.
She said she was high as fuck, dude.
Yeah. That's
Damn,
crazy.
bro.
Man,
Yeah, we just shake our head. Like, I didn't expect that shit.
No, I
bro.
expect that too,
Like,
man.
God damn, bro.
But this is what happens with the opposition of YakalBA4GreatMillStone.
Yeah,
All right, it gets
you wanna-
revealed.
Yeah, you want to kiss the sun, worship YakalBA4GreatMillStone.
Right.
Give me over to Satan, nigga.
You got a light on your ass.
Yeah, get bent over, nigga.
Yeah, you can't worship the Most High and Mammon.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
God of money.
So from time to time, we
And
don't-
use these women, too.
yeah,
Yeah.
time to time, we corrected this man for years. All right,
Yeah.
through scriptures, all right, and proof. We have receipts and stuff. He didn't get it, so guess what? You turn him over to Satan. There you go.
Yeah. Cast him out as a
Cast
heathen.
him out.
That nigga been a heathen.
Been a heathen, man. All right? You look, you get your ass
Sicko.
played with.
Heathen.
You a heathen, man.
Right.
All right? You let you get your booty hole licked and plugged up. You a heathen, man.
No Vaseline.
I was gonna say,
That's
no Louis
disgusting,
Vuitton.
man.
Yeah.
Sick.
You don't want to feel numb? You a heathen, man.
Nigga, get your household in order, sucker.
Right.
That was cold, man. You get your household
Household
in
in
order.
order.
You can't keep your house in order. What makes you think you keep the block in order?
Yeah.
All right? Get out of here, man.
True.
Lord threw your ass to the gutter, man.
Yep.
All right? But he repented, man.
Yeah.
He not the
Fuck outta
elect.
here, man.
And repented means in a sorrowful state. There ain't nothing sorrowful about this thing.
Even
man.
a chick saying every time this guy repent, she said it in a little 2-hour fucking interview. She said it herself.
Yeah.
He repents all the time, but he still be doing. I was like, holy
What that
shit.
makes him a reprobate.
Yeah,
A
fuck
reprobate.
There you go,
More
a
than
hypocrite.
That's not something you divulge into after you come to the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he trying to blame it on Jim. Nigga, please.
Yeah, get out of here.
That was a weak
Like
argument.
righteous women, man.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about porno. Yeah, I was telling the brother out. I said, well, you always used to watch that shit. One of my favorite sites was Mike in Brazil. And you know what I did to me? Want to get some Brazilian bitches, man.
Right.
That's all I wanted. So the Lord finally allowed me to get one. That was it. I was like, I gotta go to Brazil, man. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, fucking having no devious thoughts like that.
he was
Yeah.
venturing off into the other shit.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's what
I was speaking, man. Like, God, look at this bitch. God damn.
Yeah.
That's
never
what
forget.
happened. That was
Yeah.
something that was embedded in you because you were a child of hell.
Right.
Right.
You were a demon,
right,
like
brother.
a for real demon.
Yeah.
Out of a homosexual nutsack, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you were a demon. You were created to be a big-headed demon.
Yep.
Shit.
Came from a corruptible daddy.
Yeah, bro. So that's
What it is,
that.
man.
And I eat my mother. Oh,
Yeah. Shit.
sick.
Nigga, please.
Damn nigga.
Can't tell him shit.
There you go. Go ahead, yeah.
Huh?
You got more? That was it?
Oh, yeah, I have more. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. This is back in Isaiah 62 and 6 from the middle. It says, which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Ye that make mention of the Lord.
So when people say, what do you mean day nor night? I don't see y'all out here. It's called the internet, dummy.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay? All the lessons is in a World Wide Web. It's going through, it's out there 24/7.
Right.
Day nor night. That's what it means. All right?
Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
Keep not silence. We're not shutting up, man. We're gonna keep pushing these prophecies, man. We're gonna keep pushing that the wolf is coming.
Yeah.
Danger is coming. That sword is coming. All right, go ahead.
Right.
And give him no rest.
And give him no rest. That's why it's out there 24/7 on YouTube and other sites, man.
Yeah.
Instagram, I see some brothers listening on there too, and on
TikTok.
and another one, X.
Yep.
It's all out there. The truth is all around you, man. No excuses, man.
Right.
I got pages on Odyssey too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yep. It says, keep not silence and give him no rest until he establish,
Until he establish
Yep.
the kingdom.
until he make Jerusalem a praise in the
That
earth.
proves right there we're not in the new covenant. Okay? Until he makes it a praise on the earth. A kingdom, city boy, a praise on the earth, man.
Oh,
Okay? Are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. That's
Nope.
why we're not keeping silence, man.
Right.
We're doing this until YakalBA4GreatMillStone returns, man.
Right. Yeah.
Take
Okay.
us out of this earth, man.
That's right.
Right.
Because it's going to be devastating, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be devastating what the Lord will do
Yep.
when Yahweh returns as well. It's going to be devastating.
That's
man.
right.
It's
Right.
That's right.
going to be a total fucking takeover, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
galactic planetary takeover, man.
Right.
That's right, brother. Hell
Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man.
So,
Motherfucker, we get wasted, man.
Yep.
Right.
Shit.
So right now the elites are being afraid of what's being pushed out because of the truth. Now what I'm hearing Sunday is gonna be the last day of TikTok. That's what I heard. Okay?
Nah, they extended that shit.
When was this?
That was Trump said it.
A couple days ago?
Nah, that was like early this month.
That was limited.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. The truth is gonna be out there no matter what.
Yeah.
But now they pushing out that vibration to arrest all street preachers
Yeah.
and lock them up.
Right.
Why? Because the truth is coming out, man. That's geared upon us.
Right.
That's what it's
Yeah.
about. We don't give a damn about them regular street preachers out there, but it's really about the men of the Lord.
The real
Right.
men.
Yeah.
That's
They're able
right.
to get
Yeah,
up.
they
You know
can't
what I'm
fucking compromise and
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right. That's how they've been differentiating. How you say that word?
Differentiate.
Yeah, between the real and the fake, because everybody has been compromised.
Yeah.
They've been on.
Right.
Give me 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11.
And also, that was another one I was going to do. I was going to do a video that brother posted up, but you got to read the whole article. It was against black immigrants, trying to get rid of the black immigrants. Get that? Understand? That's Benjamin and Levi.
Yeah.
Right.
All right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming.
So a lot of us been naturalized as citizens. You know what's crazy? I called my aunt last week, and she was laughing about that. She said, "What you gonna do, my nephew? They want to deport your ass." I was like, "I know, right?" I said, "I'm ready for whatever."
I don't know if you remember when they first started talking about all the getting rid of sit in the back, deporting. When they first started talking about deporting when Trump came in office and he got busy, one of the first people they showed on the news was a Haitian. Remember he was all over the news?
Biden, go Biden, he was,
Cheering on
yeah,
Biden
yeah.
and shit. And
fuck Trump and all
Yeah.
that.
But that shows you that they weren't just targeting so-called Mexicans. They were targeting the other Southern Kingdom tribes too.
Yeah. So whatever, man. Lord gonna take care of his. And I don't like it here.
Right.
I don't like this shit, man.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
shithole. It's a shithole.
I don't like this shit at all, man.
Right.
And a lot of us jakes that so-called immigrants have been naturalized. We still got family back in our homeland. We got land, we got houses and shit that
Right.
our family's been. My grandfather left that for us, and my aunts, my father, they capitalized on it, and made everything bigger. And
Right.
more
Now
up
you
to
should.
date.
Right.
If I got a little room or on the couch, I'm straight. Because you can live off the land. It's simple living.
Right. Right.
It's simple living, man. You get your little farm and shit. What the lights go on? I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I go in the backyard, grab a coconut water, and say, fuck it all, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, it's like, you can survive. You can sit back together and say, hell yeah. I said, oh, you forgot I was the next Marine. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Fuck. Survive any fucking where, man.
Right.
That's right.
Slept in the dirt, slept in the sand, slept in the fucking Humvees and shit.
Go, man.
Real talk. You know?
Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
So this is about the embodiment of Satan. The embodiment of Satan is the so-called white man, Esau, and Edom. Okay? That's what it's talking about. It's not talking about the spiritual Satan himself. It's about the so-called white man, Esau, and Edom. Alright, go ahead.
It says, furthermore,
Read that part again.
lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
That's it. We don't lack knowledge of what he's trying to push out, what kind of schemes he's pushing out. Okay, we see it. All right, so by him pushing out vibration of arresting street preachers, that's really something about us, man. Why? Because they're trying to get rid of this word. They're trying to get rid of this truth. Why? Because this truth is exposing who they are, man. Yeah. Okay, that's the real deal. That's the truth. All right. If that was the case, all these churches should be closed down, man. If that's the case. All right, but street preachers, the true servants of YakalBA4GreatMillStone carry a stronger vibration, a real light, and putting the light against this darkness, man.
Right. When K Slay had that mixtape called Street
Street Sweeper, yeah.
That's us. The real street preachers.
Clear this shit out.
Yeah, man.
That's right, man. Okay? So we already see the schemes of Esau and Edom, what he's trying to push out. Okay? Which was going, but guess what? Every door that he opens leads to prophecy. It doesn't matter. All right, give me that one in Amos 8.
Yeah.
And 8, I believe.
Yep,
8:11, yeah. See, everything is answered through the scriptures, man. So there's nothing you can say.
Right.
Nothing you can say about it, man. You can have your unbelief. We don't care. All right. You die here in America. That's what's going to be. That's your result. Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter.
Humbly saying. Okay. Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water.
There you go. It's not talking about a famine of food and water. Go ahead.
Nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Of hearing the words of the Lord, man. So I'll give you a perfect example. That movie, Book of Eli. When he was trying to force that blind lady, hey, what does it say? What does it say? She was reading in Braille. And she didn't want to tell him. And she said nothing. She just smiled because she felt the comfort. Guess what? Nobody's not going to have the comfort of the word.
Right.
It's going to be over, man. You're not going to be able to hear it. Once YouTube is shut down, you're not going to be able to hear it. That's what they're trying to do. But guess what? That's part of prophecy. That's right there. That's the sealment of the elect, man. Okay?
Yeah, verse 12 says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east.
So basically, everybody going to be looking for those men that was warning our people. They're going to be looking. They want answers. Yo, where those guys at, man? Where those guys at? You ever find out? I don't see them no more.
Yeah.
We need answers, man. They had the truth. Where they at? You ain't gonna go find it.
Yep.
You ain't gonna find it on the World Wide Web anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, Pastor Orphan say that, man. Same thing happened to him on 9/11 happened. He told Jake, this building we have is a means to an end. Same thing he said about the internet. It's a means to an end. Yeah. That's it, man. Like, brother's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Game over. Our mouths will be closed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The shop is closed, man.
That's right.
Right.
That's part of prophecy, man. Okay? So it doesn't matter what door Esau opens, it's not going to change anything.
Right.
Man. They just further in their demise, man. But it's really the Lord that's doing that.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Yep, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
You're not going to be able to find it, man. The doors is closed, man. All right, that's it. All right, you had your liberty. You had your chance. All right? There you go. That's right, brother. All praise to YakalBA4GreatMillStone. Right there. Boom. Come on, man. Go ahead.
It says, in that day shall the fair...
Get the missiles one up, bro. Get that up the room. Get the missiles one.
It says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
End of the world.
End of the world, man. That's what's going to wrap up, man, because, hey, they're gonna have no type of hope. It's going to be nothing but despair, right? Because then they're not going to hear the comfort of the word. All right? They're not going to get their questions answered. All right? What happened? Okay. All right. Okay. That's it on that? Okay.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say.
Why does it say a tower? Because we're those souls, all right, that's in a higher elevation, we can see everything what a normal man can't see, all right?
Yeah.
Why we have the spirit of prophecy in us? Regular people, they don't know anything, man.
Right.
All right, so we have that, what's that shit on Thundercats, man? We have that sight beyond sight.
Yeah, the sight beyond.
Remember that, right?
Yeah.
You know? Give me sight beyond sight. And this word, man.
Yeah.
So we understand it and we can break it down what's going on. Why? Because we look at things by seasons. All right, so we heavily watching things and we know what season we're in.
Yep.
Okay? These people in the world, they have no idea. That's why it's our job to carry out the correct message.
Right.
Okay? You gotta say something?
Yeah, I had mentioned that thing commented a couple weeks ago in LA about us being on a high tower because the regular people, they can't see what the head about to come.
Yeah.
That's why we're able to tell the people what's going to happen before it happens, because we can see at a further distance. Because why? Because we're at a higher level spiritually. Why we're not physically in a high tower, but spiritually we are, and we have to get the understanding and the scripture to see what we're looking for to warn the people.
Yeah, to even break down what the brother said, but you can understand, if you watch old movies, they always had high walls.
Yep.
You had guardsmen on top of those towers, and they see what's going on, they're gonna blow that horn. Okay, hey, the enemy's coming. That's what it means. So we can see further than what you can see, man. Okay? We have that spiritual lens. All right, you have the people who work at that natural lens. We have the spiritual lens. We can see it more.
Right. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
That's right.
And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon table.
Write the vision and make it plain upon table. Talk about your Bible, the scriptures. Okay, it's written for our learning and understanding. Okay, go ahead.
That he may run that readeth it, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
So he may run and read it, meaning he's going to carry out the correct message.
Yep.
All right, he's breaking down these prophecies to you and warning you. All right, talk about our people. And we got to tell the other nations too. Okay? Go ahead.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Yeah. Right now, it's taking time, right? But the end, right now, is speaking. You got the tariffs that's leading to trade war, World War III. The RFID chip is making it even more known now with the Neuralinks.
Yeah.
So right now, it's speaking. So what excuse can you say now that the RFID chip is not the mark? Huh? You're running out of excuses, man. You cannot say it's Caesar Borgia.
Right.
Hey, he gave this thing to speak. No, it's not what it's about, man. It goes deeper than that. All right? They're trying to use a whole breakdown mixed with their bullshit. Okay? We heard this before. All right? You're still dodging the physical part of the mark. You're still dodging it. Okay? Hey, only people that reads will understand it.
Yeah. Well,
Okay?
that's the he that reads.
Thank you, brother.
Right.
Lord, I give you that insight to read and get that understanding.
That's
Most
right.
of us can read that all day.
Yeah.
They get stuck on some New Testament vibration, not know what the hell they talking
Exactly.
about.
Right.
Exactly.
Not going into the words, you understand?
Yeah.
Not going into the Greek, not going into the Hebrew. You know? And being teaching the so-called sermon every Sunday. Ain't saying nothing, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
You ain't saying nothing, cuz.
What verse you in?
Verse 3.
Go ahead.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it.
It was taking a lot of time, but now it's coming one after another. That's when you know proof right there. The Lord is speeding things up for the elect's sake.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. All right?
Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, it will surely come, but it will not tarry, man. So right now, prophecy is popping out the pages of the book. And guess what? It's speaking. That's why we're here to give you the correct message and break it down for you. Okay? Brothers be watching during the week, man, what's going on. Even though there's distraction among our people, that's part of prophecy too. Okay? That's going to be talked about. Why y'all keep talking about this group? No, it needs to be spoken. Okay? Because there ain't nothing new under the sun. There were wicked Israelites back then too. All right? So there's nothing new. Okay? Stop trying to act brand new over here. All right? Y'all want to come bring Israel together? No, it's not, man. We coming here with prophecy, man. Speaking prophecy. We're not coming here to have that get along gang spirit, man. It's not working. All right? We're here to do a job. That's it. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Who's that talking about? The so-called white man Esau Edom. Why his soul not upright? Because he wasn't given the law, statutes, commandments. All right? He was made to be crooked, not straight. All right? That's according to the scriptures. All right? He was made to be what? A destroyer. Okay? All right? He's anti-life.
Man of sin.
That's right. That's why he's not upright.
Right.
Okay? Well, you want
Son of perdition.
Son of perdition.
Yep.
Son of perdition. All right? That's not upright.
Serpent.
You know? Go ahead.
You know, it was a crazy scripture. The serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
That's
Dang.
crazy. Yeah, bro.
That was in Genesis, the 3rd chapter.
Yep.
Now you read that one with a thorough understanding. Man, that's mind blowing.
Yeah,
bro.
it is.
Wow. You know what the beast of the field is, right? The beast is the other nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
More subtle, man.
Yeah, he got that shit on lock. Being subtle.
The field, bro. That was the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
But back then it was that region where creation was created.
Right.
Prototype precedent.
Yep. Right.
But eventually it's going to take over the earth.
Right.
Be the top, call it, what's the word? Ruler.
Yeah. Ruler. And also in Genesis, I think it's the word serpent that goes back to Nakash.
Yeah.
Which means a diviner,
Right.
a witch, a
Right.
sorcerer. So he's at the top of the list when it comes to enchantments,
Yeah.
deceit, wickedness.
That left hand energy.
He's searching about all things, man.
Yep.
Okay? That's him.
That's him, man. That's
Yeah.
why in that Blade movie, remember he was in the basement, he saw different, what you call it, when they had different scrolls.
Yeah. Of the ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ancient.
all that
wisdom.
all that wisdom and stuff that shit they got places like that.
In the
Yeah.
Vatican.
Yeah,
It's like that, bro.
The vault.
yeah, like in a vault somewhere and all that.
That
That
no
was-
air can go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it movie heavy, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Those are movies you every time you watch it, it's like
Something things
yeah,
open
like
up.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
to
it
the
gets
Matrix.
old, bro.
Yeah, it's like timeless.
Because you know what's crazy? That what Morpheus was breaking down to Neo what happened. He said pretty much they allow artificial intelligence to go online.
Right.
What did it say in the report during the week? It said about they're afraid with artificial intelligence taking over.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is it.
Yeah. And we watched the animated, the cartoon version, and show you like before what happened with the AI and the robot started taking over.
Right.
And started saving the humans and shit.
Yeah. Who wants to take out the sun and cover the sun? Bill Gates.
Yep.
That's all Edom.
Yeah.
You gotta
That
pray
was in
and
the
block
Matrix,
out the
right.
sun. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, we not. Hey,
Yeah. Men of great millstone on a higher level than just fucking
Yeah. Fuck
bad dumbass Christians.
right.
Simpletons online just arguing about nothing.
Nothing.
You niggas dumb.
Right.
The big picture, and we're just like, you're just sharpening us sports.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what Warrior does. He's sharpening sports daily.
Yeah.
Spiritual sports with people. Because you don't know what the fuck going on. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Apostle Art did a video about that dude that Captain Cesare was going back and forth with. That nigga's still stuck on all nations not being basically how Israel's the only one that can be saved. He's still stuck on that thinking everybody can be saved. Meanwhile, the men of Great Millstone way ahead of that.
Yeah, leave that shit alone, man.
Real talk. We see what's coming.
Yeah.
Like that movie, it was 2 parts. Code 8.
Oh,
Militarize,
yeah. Robot?
the robots and shit.
yeah.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas came up with motherfucking
Yeah.
yo, bro.
Oh, that was the movie called?
Yeah, Code 8.
You posted that little clip on
Yeah,
TikTok? Oh,
bro.
okay.
Yeah, you got what?
Yo,
Yeah.
that shit. Motherfuckers that was in Jake had spiritual
Yeah, power.
There
Yep.
you go.
He has spiritual power, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Different levels. Yeah, bro. It's serious. Yeah, bro.
They got 2 parts.
They got 2 parts, man.
Yeah. The second one was good too.
Yeah, it was both good.
Yeah.
The dude that played Arrow, he's in there.
Hemworth. I think his last name is Hemworth.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
And that's the dude's brother?
Who?
Chris Hemsworth?
No.
I don't know.
No, go ahead.
Back in Habakkuk 2 and 4.
Yeah, but those 2 characters you talking about, the one that played Arrow and the other one, they real brothers.
Oh, okay.
They real brothers.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
The just shall live by faith. Who's the just? Talking about the elect. And the hope of the elect.
Right.
We go by faith here, man.
Yeah.
Faith-based Israelites.
Putting in the work, man.
That's right.
That's how we showing our faith. You know, it don't feel right. A day or 2 go by, you want to do a show, and you ain't looking at no videos, or you ain't studying stuff, anything that's correlated to the truth. It feel weird, man. Because we got a motto: pray, fast, study, work out, get your hustle on. That's a daily thing.
Right.
So praying every day. Fasting is needed. All right, studying daily, because we do these shows. Going over stuff, you're just gonna put up a show. I don't freestyle it, man. I go over stuff, you know. But sometimes you make a mistake, the spirit might catch you, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I don't like that shit, man. So you wanna go over, especially some heavy breakdowns, you know, you wanna go over it first, okay. Then you know, give it to the people.
Write yourself down.
Right? Working out, that's manhood, man.
That's
Don't
right,
be no
brother.
fucking, bro. That's manhood, man. Because we coming from a lineage of being farmers, sheep herders and all that stuff. Builders, laborers. So our ancestors was not fucking, you know what I'm saying? I am, drinking a 6-pack and shit, looking crazy, looking horrible. So that's manhood, man.
Squeezing nipples.
Yeah, squeezing your nipples on camera. Looking crazy, man.
Horrible.
And work, pray for, and get your hustle on. You gotta work.
You gotta work.
You gotta work. Whatever job you got, or you can get your own business going on. You gotta get some income. Our ancestors got Abraham, man. Come on, man. Shit, I can't wait to get back in the Abraham days, man. Shit, bro.
True wealth.
True wealth.
That's right.
The fuck? That's why we gonna have servants and handmaids. So our wealth is gonna be so crazy. You gotta put up people in charge of stuff.
Taskmaster.
Tyler, you in charge of these horses. You in charge of these goats. You in charge of these sheeps. You know what I'm saying?
In charge of these slaves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it is.
Man.
You gonna
That's
shovel
right,
the shit.
brother.
Yeah, you gonna shovel the shit. Make sure these get the milk, these goats and all that stuff.
Yep.
This where you gonna store this, you know. Man, it's gonna be man, bro.
Yeah. How totally.
Yeah, bro. How's that lamb going, man? Well, fucking just spraying them lambs.
Yeah.
Taking them lamb chops along, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
You got to breathe that?
No. Okay.
Verse 5 it says, yea, also because he transgresses by wine,
Yeah.
he's a problem.
Yeah, when you look at the depth of that word wine, what do you think it links up with, brothers? Besides his philosophies.
Yep.
His philosophies bring what? War. It's all about war.
Yeah, that's what it's
That's
about,
what
right.
He's about war.
Yeah, that's right.
It's anti-Most High, man.
Yeah.
So if
Warring
you go
against
against the
that.
Most High, you had war with him.
Yeah.
The adversary is all based upon war.
Yep.
Our mouth is smoother than butter. You make it seem like it's a sweet deal. It's all war tactics,
Yeah.
man.
Right.
Yep.
All
Sure
war
is.
tactics, man.
Right.
Planned Parenthood. Boy, you have a baby? Motherfucking important this shit. What? The populating us, man.
Yep. Depopulation.
Depopulation of Jakes. Especially the southern tribe. We're the most ones incarcerated, man.
Yeah.
It's war tactics.
Yep.
All right?
Even women's liberation.
Yeah, that's war
War
tactics.
tactics.
That women's liberation led to that abortion shit.
Yeah.
My body, I
My
can do whatever,
choice.
my
Yeah.
choice.
That's
Right.
a war slut culture, man.
Yep.
Yep.
You know?
Man.
It's terrible.
Now they doing these TikTok videos. They have to Planned Parenthood. They have to get. I just deleted the baby type shit. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous,
I've seen
man.
that,
Mark,
bro.
man.
That's all you bitches gonna fucking die.
Fucking die.
Right.
Mark, bro.
What's that? The stuff that the birth control stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That destroys a woman.
Yeah.
Bitches is psycho. They're not getting their menstrual like they used to. All types of men is nutting off in them.
Yeah, when you get like if you get
They
pregnant.
fucking pussy start to stink.
Yeah.
And her mental is fucked up too. I know a chick that was a birth control. She had to take another medication just for her mental.
Yeah.
They throw that woman all out of whack.
Yeah.
It blocks the cleansing process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they pussy stink.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it compromises your actual uterus where the baby is basically carried for 9 months. You can get
Yeah.
ulcers in there.
Yeah.
You can get cysts,
You're
you know,
done.
fibroid. Yeah.
Yep.
Those are all war tactics, man. Well, what?
Then they want to have one and then they can't have it.
Yeah.
Both sides took that away.
Yeah. Then they're gonna have it in their 40. There's another war tactic.
Right.
Oh, get a career. Go to college. That's another war tactic.
Child come out fucking slow. It's horrible, bro.
Yep.
Their womb is damaged.
Yeah. That's right.
The feminization of the male, that's a war tactic.
Yeah.
The males are effeminized, it's easy to take people down.
Yep.
You know?
How they do that? By single parent households.
Also, they promote that shit. Sissy ass niggas. You know?
That's why you got these on the manosphere on their YouTube channels. And now they starting to realize that all this war against the men.
Yeah.
It ain't been like that, man.
Yeah.
I had to tell my sister that shit. This is all war tactics. Child
Yeah.
support, those are all war tactics against the men. I said, guess who was that at the hell of it? Helping them out. Black woman, you.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, man. Sitting in the seat, fucking doing the rebuttals. She got quiet. I said, it's not a game.
Yeah.
Right.
Think I was the fuck? Shit.
Right, man. That's why 98% of you women in America is gonna die here in
Gonna
America,
die,
man.
Yeah.
Only 6% gonna be
Love it.
elect.
Right.
They say, yo, why the number's so big? Because you're on the side of
You're
Satan,
corrupted,
man.
man.
You're corrupted. You're done.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes the serpent beguiled Eve. You all
Yep.
been beguiled.
Yeah, it's a beautiful clip on Instagram of this Jake. I forget his name. Y'all probably seen it before. He on this podcast with a panel of other Jakes. And he's talking about what happened in slavery and how the so-called white man used the black woman to come up against the man, and how basically that applies today. So he was basically saying that the so-called black woman is the #1 soldier of white supremacy, and that they're definitely used to come up against the so-called black man.
Yep.
He put these black women in the positions of power, pedestalized them, so that they can then turn around and look down upon their own men.
Right.
They're literally the so-called white man's pit bull to come up against them.
And guess
That's
what?
what I'm
99
saying,
is
man.
99.
That's what I'm saying. So each member of the elect, the 144,000, 1/3, we've been set up to preserve our bloodline, our
Right.
lineage, brothers.
That's right. That's right.
Serious, man.
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you see.
Yeah, man, it's
Yeah.
bad, bro.
Oh yeah, and you can tell when the dude was breaking it down, he was breaking it down beautifully. But the girl that was right next to him, the black woman, you could tell she started fidgeting and shit.
Yeah.
She started clearing her throat. She was getting very uncomfortable
Yeah.
by the fucking facts he was bringing out.
It's bad, yeah. You know, the spells that put on your sperm, man.
That's the demons that was
Yeah. Gotta come out of his body.
Hard-hitting truth in your face.
Yeah, hard hit, man.
I'm going to get scorched.
Yep.
Cooked, man.
That's the only
That
solution.
was a live exorcism right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Hey, bro. Hey,
Witches,
that's
man.
big,
That's what it is.
That's right, brother.
Hey, certain women, you deal with them, they'll tell you shit.
Yeah.
My ex-Mexican, she said, man, I believe I was a witch in the past. I said, you are one.
Yep.
Oh,
So you're out your fucking mind.
Damn, she said that.
Yeah.
That's
Telling
crazy.
you, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah, bro, that's a witch. If a woman have different baby dad, that bitch is a witch, bro.
Yeah.
And she's still functioning, like, what the fuck is that, bro? That's not normal, bro.
Yeah.
That's not normal. That's a witch.
Yeah.
The bitch can suck you in and ruin your life.
Yeah.
If the Lord ain't pleased with you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scripture, we not over here, like, oh, you know about fucking women bats and no. The scripture clearly said, through her became the beginning of sin.
Yeah.
And through her, we all died. Okay, the woman became the beginning of sin. Through her, we all died.
Yeah, spiritual conduit.
There you go.
To beguile and, you know,
Yeah.
to mislead, to buck up,
Yeah.
to always giving you props. Then you come emasculated and you bow down.
That's why Paul said, many shall go in the side of Satan. Man.
Yeah.
He's talking about you women, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay? But we all know this is all part of the plan, grand master plan of Esau Edom. All right?
Ultimately, it's
Ultimately, y'all about
prophecy.
to y'all
Yeah.
Prophecy,
Okay?
man.
Right.
That's why we can get it, because that's why these Christians are so stupid. Because it clearly says the spirit of, it says Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai, is the spirit of prophecy.
Right.
Right?
Once you get that, everything else is crystal clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Prophecy,
That's right. That's right.
you know?
And you gotta come in that name too.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Right.
It says Jesus Christ, but
Yeah.
Christians push Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
but they're not in the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, man.
So you gotta come in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, prophecy. That's
Right.
it.
When you push that name, Jesus Christ, that's under the guise of the elite and all their
Serapis
society.
Christus, man.
Serapis Christus, man.
Powerful man.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it, you know what? You got that picture on that book,
Oh,
bro?
shit.
Okay?
Oh yeah, the
Because
illustration.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. All right? According to the scriptures, all right? Anybody that preaching the name of Jesus, you're not a prophet, man. Okay? You are anti-Messiah, man. You anti-YakalBA4GreatMillStone. So say it like that because we know where you get your orders from. You get your orders from the elites, and the elites worship Baphomet.
Yeah, right.
Because the elites is your handlers,
See what it looks
you
like.
gotta do what they tell you. Okay?
Your phone right there, man. Right. So what do you want to talk about? Picture.
Baphomet.
So,
Yeah, read that excerpt.
All right.
Read that.
Pull it up. So I'm gonna try to put it on camera. See what it looks like on camera. So they come up yet? I think you're kind of lagging. Out of this book called Codex Magica, we got this understanding from the apostles and elders. The Great Millstone is going to these different books. All right.
Check your phone. Check your phone.
All right. Code of Magic. That's what it means. Did it come up?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So on page 102, see what it looks like. Show you the picture of Baphomet.
Maybe that's good. That's in the light.
Come up.
That's in the dark. It's the light.
Show. It's clear, right? We'll read that paragraph right next to it. It says Baphomet, the great Luciferian goat god, worshipped by the Knights Templar, by Gnostics and Satanists, and by many others involved in the Illuminati network of demons, is a symbolic yet graphic representation of the adversary, Satan himself. All right? And so when they call these high witches and warlocks, when they call upon Satan, this is what he looks like when he appears. All right? Okay? It says, pictured as an androgynous All right, androgynous means a combination of male and female. We find his right hand pointing upward toward the light, and his left hand pointing downward toward the dark regions. Right? The satanic star is on his forehead. Two balanced serpents are in his genital area, and he has a torch with a fire coming out of his head. And there are many other symbols represented as well, each packed with malevolent occultic content and meaning. Man. So when you get to high level of witchcraft and you summon the top left hand entity, that's what he looks like. All right? Now these evil angels, they can come as however they want, because he can, you know, come as a man as well.
Yeah.
But when you're in that zone of whatever satanic practice, you do all these different high level blood drinking and human sacrifice and all that shit, this is how he appears.
Okay? Here you go, man. And so those people that he appears to, they get specific instructions.
Yeah.
And they got people that's underdone, and people that's underdone.
Yeah.
Put out the directions onto the ones who's against them aside.
Yeah.
Okay? That's including your churches, your so-called Israelite groups that's out there working with Esau Edom. That's who they worship. That's who they take instructions to Baphomet, man. If you pay attention to it, man. The music industry. Our people who call themselves in the truth, they are heavy in the music industry. Why? Because it goes hand in hand. Satanic worship, man. Okay? These churches are into the music industry. Gospel. So-called Israelites, those teachers, man, they're into rap music. That all comes from the world, man. That's left-hand energy, man. Okay? But now it's being exposed by the truth, the light. The Lord is making it, he's showing y'all right now who's who and who's not. Okay? You got that scripture real quick?
Yeah, this is Luke chapter 8, verse 17. For there is nothing secret that shall not be made manifest.
There you go. There's nothing secret that is not going to be made manifest. Right now, the Lord is manifesting the truth to everybody right now for people to see. But only the elect is going to understand it, man. Okay? Because people want to be made further than ignorant in this world right now, man. Because they can't let go of that money or that fleshly tactic, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, for nothing secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
And it's becoming abroad, man. When the brother showed you that book, Codex Manager, it's unlocking secrets of what's going on in this world, man. These people in these churches and these so-called brothers that's in the truth, they all worship Baphomet. There's nothing else that's like it.
Without them directly knowing it, that's a form of masonry.
Yeah.
To hide you from the truth. There's different degrees. They're not knowing what they're doing. When you get to a certain level, like Nate, you know what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He gets instructions, man.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you come in the name of Jesus Christ, you come in the name of Baphomet. That's just what it is.
That vibration, man.
Yeah. An abominable vibration, man. Okay? Saying that Jesus can love faggots and everything, that's an abomination, man. You can come as you are. That's a do thou art will spirit, man. Come as you are. That's a Baphomet doctrine, man. Luciferian. Right. That torch represents he's supposed to be the life spirit. Yeah. Okay?
But she gave that wisdom unto a man. Those are the light bearers of the more the elites of the society.
Exactly.
He goes to what is Isaiah, what's that, 14? Lucifer.
Yeah, that's the one. I think 14 and 12. Yeah. You want to get that out?
No.
Okay.
It's all good.
So that's what's going on. There's nothing secret that's going to be hid. The Lord is manifesting the truth for people to see, man. Right. We're here to give you the right message and bring it down to you.
Amos 3 and 7.
That's right.
You're revealing secrets unto the servants, the prophets.
Get that out real quick.
That's it.
That's right. That's what it's
We
about.
pick everything up, and the foundation got to be the scriptures.
Yes.
That's why he kept. Yahweh said it in the book of Matthew 25. You come back to separate the sheep from the goats.
Yeah.
Right? We go to the word goat there. The Greek word is inferior, something like that. It means the wicked ones.
The wicked ones. Yep.
Yeah. So that's the vibration our people are under. Two-thirds of our people.
They are.
Right.
They are.
You under the goat worship. That's what brother kept saying about man. That's the goat worship.
There you go.
Riding the goat.
Yeah.
Riding the goat.
That's the broad way.
Right.
All right.
You know, my ex-wife, our fucking father, when I, we divorced and shit, and I started being enlightened. And I was telling him about the Freemason shit because he told me he used to be a Mason. I said, what they made you do? Like, when you go into that shit? You know, he said pretty much he had to kiss a goat, some crazy shit like that. Yeah, bro.
Man.
I was like, what the fuck? Something like that he said, man. Yeah, bro. So that deal with bestiality, all kinds of crazy shit,
man.
Bro.
Yeah. So basically, that's like kissing Satan.
Yeah.
That's basically what that's saying, because the scripture tell you in Psalms, the 2nd chapter, to kiss the Son. So basically, they embraced Satan, because that's what that word kiss means.
So he basically bending the knee.
Yeah, to Satan.
Yeah. There you go. He already made his allegiance. So John Dan's goat.
Wow.
He's in the right mind now. Bro.
Yeah.
Huh? Church goes back to what? No, the word church is ecclesia. Ecclesia means to call out. That's what it means. No, bro. The word church itself goes back to Greek word ecclesia. Means to call out. Nah, bro. No, bro. No, that's not what it means, bro.
Yeah, so you go to the Greek word, it's ecclesia. So you go to Spanish, it's a iglesia. So that means church, is to call out.
Yeah.
And we're here, this is the real church. We're calling out, we outside, man. That's what it is, man. Plain and simple, it's not too deep. Okay? What's up, bro? Go ahead.
Back it up.
Oh no, homie, Amos 3 and 7.
Oh yeah, I'll get it real quick.
Yeah,
Amos 3 and 7.
So they're saying, yo, how y'all brothers know, man? It's called being studious.
Yeah.
All right? And our foundation is Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? And we are attentive and we listen, all right? And we learn. And right now we're carrying out the right message, man. Okay? So guess what? We have that key. And that key is the name of the Father and Son, YakalBA4GreatMillStone, Shai. Okay? That's what's unlocking the secrets even more. All right? Go ahead.
Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
To who?
His servants, the prophets.
To who?
His servants, the prophets.
The true servants of YakalBA4GreatMillStone are the Israelites. Okay? But he revealed his secrets to the servants, to the prophets, man. Okay? That's why we are here to give you those answers, man. All right? Humbly speaking. All right? Some people gonna think like, oh, they think they know it all, man. They think they're better than everybody. Well, you know what? We are better than them. All right? We are. Humbly speaking, man. Why? Because we have the truth.
Bathing oils, damn it. No, I'm
You know what I'm saying?
Spiritually, we are bathing.
spiritually, yeah, spiritually.
All right? We got the eye salve. We don't.
Right.
Okay?
That's why our people are so easily influenced by anything you see on the web, favorite call it musicians, stars, and all
celebrity.
that. Yeah, celebrities. They're easily influenced by these things.
That's right.
And they give it over to that vibration.
That's right. That's right, bro.
Male and female.
Right. They tell you in the Ezra that your leaders are all the prophets that's in the Old Testament. Those are your leaders, the Isaiah and Zechariah. The point of the matter is the prophets are here to give you the real, not your fucking celebrities, man.
Exactly.
Right. Those are not your leaders.
And hey, guess what? Your celebrities are being exposed too.
Yep.
They all getting caught in that ring, man. And guess what? They all Baphomet worshipers, man. All of them. Right? Even your favorite rappers, your favorite NBA players, like LeBron James. Look at his tattoo on his chest.
Yeah,
It comes from the Boule. All right? Guess who all those Boule members worship? They worship Satan, man.
Yep.
Okay? It goes hand in hand, man.
Got it.
Go ahead, brother.
You get to a certain level of fame and fortune, you get approached, man. You get
Yep.
approached.
Got tapped on the shoulder.
Yeah, you walk around in parties, man, with a big mask on, man. With a towel around your body. Go ahead, brother.
Back in Habakkuk 2 and 5, yea also, because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man.
So when you go to the word transgresses by wine, like the brother broke down, it's war. Okay? So give me Jeremiah 28 and 8. See how everything linking together, man? Okay? So we came to warn you about these motherfuckers, man. These perpetrators of Esau, Edom. All right, they war, they anti-life. So guess what? We're against this, man. Okay. Right.
This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Against many countries. So the prophets all throughout all these kingdoms are prophesying against these kingdoms, man. Throughout time. What's so different now? We're doing the same thing as the prophets of old. Guess what? We are the prophets of old coming back. Okay, go ahead.
It says, before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Of war and evil and of pestilence, all right? So ain't America a great kingdom? According to the world, yes it is. Okay? This is the land of the melting pot, so to say. And everybody's caught up in the philosophies of the way of the West. Okay? So guess what? We're prophesying against this great kingdom, Babylon the Great, America, the daughter of Babylon. Okay? Of war, pestilence, and what? Evil, right? So what's that pestilence you see now? These plagues that's happening. These so-called scandemics, other diseases. Right now, Trump shut the doors of the disease control. For now. What's going to be out of hand? STDs and other various things, man. More disease going to be coming out, man. And evil. This whole earth is surrounded by evil. You go to the book of Maccabees, saying after Alexander passed, his 4 generals took over, and guess what happened? The beginning of evil.
Evil is multiplied throughout the earth.
There you go. Okay? That's what's rolling here. So give me
and that's back in the BC time frame.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, now it's a whole nother level.
Everything has systematically been done, man. Okay? As what you see in the division of Daniel.
Yeah.
All right?
And Alexander was also known as the He-Go.
The He-Go.
Yeah. Daniel's the 8th chapter.
That's right, brother.
You know, they all satanic.
Yeah.
That's their power.
Yep. That's right, brother. Read Jeremiah 28 again.
Jeremiah 28:8.
Yes, the 3rd chapter.
Prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
War and an evil and pestilence. Ain't that we in the time right now? That's why we out here.
Yep.
Okay, this is the season we in. Hate and war. We're here on evil and pestilence. So guess what? We're gonna speak against this, man.
Right.
You know, it's all controlled by YakalBA4GreatMillStone fulfilled prophecy, but we gotta report it, man. You gotta report the man of
Sin.
the man of sin, the man of perdition, Esau, Edom. It's being revealed right now. Okay? Right. These other nations know who's the son of perdition right now, man. They're starting to see it. Okay? But it's all coming to prophecy. It's all coming to play that these nations shall hate the whore. It's coming to play, man. Okay? Give me Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter.
Yeah, there's Ecclesiastes 3, we'll start at 1.
Yeah.
It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
So every place and every time there's a season. Okay? You have to understand the time you're living in right now. Be honest with yourself, what you're seeing. What do you see in the news every day? Murder, bloodshed, corruption, pestilence, disease, earthquakes. You think that's a time of peace? No, it's not, man. You see racism, so-called anti-Semitism. It's bullshit, man. Not knowing a lot of these people of these nations are Semites, man. Okay? Our people are just blinded for wrong information, man.
Yeah.
Okay? They haven't been educated enough. All right? Go ahead.
Yep, first jumping to verse 8. Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. A time to love and a time to hate.
Right now, we're not in a time of love, man. Look at the earth right now. Look how this world runs, how it operates. The love of many shall wax cold. Everybody living in a selfish spirit here in America, man. Okay? You can tell, starting with what? The women. Starting how people drive, how people look at one another, man. The racism, so-called. Okay? We gotta go to the common denominator, man. It's a so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right? His ways and his philosophies bring nothing but death here in America, man. So you gotta pay attention to what season you're living in. We're not in a time of love. Now go ahead.
It says a time of love and a time to hate,
Uh-huh.
a time of war,
There you
and
go.
a time of peace.
All right, we're not in a time of peace. The time of peace will come when YakalBA4GreatMillStone returns, man, and set order in this fucking planet, man, on this earth, all right? Because what we want is a new heaven, meaning a new rulership, and a new earth, man. It's all about a new planet.
What? Well, righteousness.
That's developing righteousness, man.
What?
All right? That's what's gonna roll. Because when things are in order, everything's gonna come in place, man. In harmony. Okay? That's what's gonna roll. That's what we want. But we're not in a time of peace right now. We're in a time of hate and war. All right? This is why you gotta measure the time diligently, man, and see what time it is, man. It's not no game. Right now, there'll be number of pending danger that's coming to our people right now, man. And they say in 10 days, there's gonna be a massive superinflation everywhere. All right? That's what's gonna roll, man, because these tariffs. All right? And it's been warned at my job a couple of days ago. All right? Every logistic company, every infrastructure that you know, food, the supermarkets, clothing, all right? Your ice, your gold chains is gonna go up, which is fake. Right? All those materials you had that you've been robbing, your Gucci, your Balenciaga,
Balenciaga.
what's that?
Balenciaga.
What that means again?
I worship Satan.
There you go.
Baal is my king. Something like that.
Yeah.
Baal is my king, right?
Baal is my king.
All that is made from China, and I knew that 30 years ago, man. I knew about that 30 years ago. All right, everything was made from China, man. They just put a different tag on it and just tell people $2,000. Now it's exposed right now, man. America's not that great kingdom when you think about it.
Man.
It's all built on robbery, lies, and murder, man. Okay?
Belong to the bloody city.
Thank you, brother.
Nailed the 3rd chapter. It's all full of lies and robbery. Pray the Lord is not.
Yeah,
you go.
Moab was over there on TikTok. They bringing it all
down,
out,
man.
But they exposing how pretty much a lot of the material that you buy these bags and stuff. This is good material, but it's not as nearly as much to make it as much as they sell it for.
Exactly.
It may cost them like maybe $170. He was breaking it down to make that bag.
Yeah.
But because they put a so-called white man's tag on it, his name or his symbol on that shit, it immediately quadrupled, 100 times the price.
Yeah, you pay for
horse
the
bag.
Yeah, Fendi bags, Gucci bags, Louis Vuitton. That shit is extremely overpriced.
You pay for the name at the end of the day. You're not paying for
Exactly.
the product. You're paying for the name.
What's the most expensive bag? A Birkin bag?
Birkin bag.
$2,000, right?
No,
No.
$40,000.
And it's supposed you have to be invited. You have to be invited to purchase them. You can't just go into a store and buy a Birkin.
Yeah.
It's invite only.
And then what you do with the bag after? Put it down.
Exactly.
Collect dust, put it
Exactly. It's completely vain, man.
Yeah.
And women are into that shit.
Yes.
Yep.
Pastor talk about the video. It's mainly these black women, the women of the tribes, because they want to be looked at like they got some type of status in society.
Right.
It's a status thing, man.
Go back to the 1-bedroom apartment.
Right.
Yeah.
They be having they be having dozens of those bags, bro. They'll spend $100,000 to $300,000 for fucking bags, but that shit was probably maybe $50,000 altogether to make.
44, baby.
Here you go.
Hey, that's why I be buying shoes off of D8 Gate. You buy that shit straight from China, and it's exactly like you buy from the store. Cut all that bullshit out and get it straight from China, man.
Yeah.
So shine.
$20 worth of Jordan, I'm cool.
Yeah, you got Jake on TikTok now. They fucking buying all these pairs of Jordans, and they talking
y'all saw
about
that?
he only paid $30 for that shit. 'Cause he got it straight from China. Nigga acting a fool, singing in Chinese and shit while he still talking his Jordans.
He got the exact replica too. Exact.
Yeah.
Because everybody's seen his own
Bullshit, bro.
Yeah, it all comes from the same warehouse. Like the dude that created Basin 8.
Yeah.
He had a whole other warehouse creating the same stuff, but he would get it off the book, and he made millions of dollars selling so-called baked product, but it was still real.
Yeah.
It just wasn't on the, accounted for.
Yeah, all the Jakes I made in society took advantage of the slave trade in China.
Yeah.
Sean John.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Platform.
You know, Rockefeller.
Yeah, all that. Rockaware.
Rockaware.
They all got their money, you know, their ends, and they made money off that shit.
Yep.
Dave Chappelle exposed that, man. He said, I got my own
Sweatshop.
sweatshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy, man.
We had working in there in Moab.
Yeah.
My watch spot.
Yep. Facts. What was that? Fubu, all the motherfuckers made money off that.
They made
shit.
money
Hey,
off that.
millions.
They took the concept of Esau and Edom
Yeah.
and used it as their own. Their own witness.
Yep.
Took a deal with Esau.
On top of that, they overcharged our people. Cause our people
Yeah.
right.
So that shit.
We was in the world. We was buy that
Hell
shit.
Yeah, you go
I
to
had my
demo.
Sean Jones, you know, I got all
Yeah.
that.
I still got a
Yeah, yeah.
Sean Jones overall shit.
That shit was expensive, man.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't that expensive.
No, I mean like it was like you with the demo or against all odds or no against the was it against all odds or against the wall?
Well, it was
We
different
had
in New York.
that. We had Jimmy
Yeah,
Jazz.
bro.
Yeah.
In New York, we got deals, bro.
Yeah, on the West Coast we got to pay full price for that shit.
That's crazy. Because by Camp Pendleton, it was this mall. They made sure that mall was catered to Jake.
Oh,
You used to go up in there and you had that's why I got that Gucci sweater. The different colors. It was from that mall. But it was expensive, but it was a decent expensive
Right.
price. Because they catered to Jake. And the person that owned them shops was Moab.
Yeah.
So you'll go up in there, you work with them, they give you decent deals. But it was just that mall in Oceanside.
Yeah.
Anywhere else, I got my gear from New York. I just go home and buy gear, come back to Cali, motherfuckers like, what the fuck? Like, yeah.
Yeah, the most expensive Jake gear back in the late 90s, mid 90s was Carlton.
Yeah,
I remember one pair of jeans was $75.
Oh, I wear
I
too.
bought it. You know what I'm saying? I like, yeah, I got my Carlton, son.
Style on my Timbs.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that thing. Tim's. They
Tim's.
overpriced now.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit cost pennies to make.
Right.
Fucking Tim's.
They always been 100.
Yeah,
New
always
York,
been 100.
right. Yeah, it is over. All that shit overpriced.
Overpriced.
Now it's $200 now.
You pay for the name at the end of the day. You pay for that brand, the image, the name, the brand. That's all you pay
You
for.
gotta get some good Timbs, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, I know
I know what you mean.
yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna knock off Timbs, man.
Yeah.
That shit lasts, bro.
It lasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's good material.
Yeah.
Right.
Comfortable, but that shit don't cost us nearly as much as they sell it for.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, everybody's being duped right now. Now there's a trade war.
Right.
All right, this is where we at right now.
Yeah.
And that trade war gonna lead to what? World War III, which
Right.
is already here.
The quality of the cars.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's another one, brother.
A lot of it is the newer cars. Is what you call it? Call it fiber or something?
Fiberglass
Fiberglass,
and
yeah.
aluminum.
Yeah.
Which is not that strong.
Hell
That's
no.
why I
Where's
just
it from?
Fucking China, right?
There you go.
China.
Yeah, there's a website, there's a government website you can go to, and it'll tell you all the car where it's made at. I think Toyota or like the only one that's mostly made in America. All the American cars are mostly made overseas.
Right. Nah, so Lexus, that's Japanese.
Yeah, but they got certain brands that are like 80-90% made in America.
Oh, I ain't know about that.
Yeah, there's a website you go to,
yeah?
they give you a whole list of like the door, the window, all the key components of that car.
Yeah.
Most of it's made overseas.
That's right, man. There you go, man. And everybody's starting to wake up and see and smell the coffee right now. Like,
Yep.
what the fuck I've been paying all this money for, man?
Yeah.
All my life I've been paying. What the hell? It's a scam. It's all a sham.
It's all for profit for the damn devil, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what it's about money, man. That's why this place is nothing but robbery, lies, and murder, man.
Yeah.
You can't get ahead of yours.
But you remember in the 90s, man, motherfuckers were getting robbed for their starter jackets.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's
Killed
what
for it, man.
Man.
Yeah.
People are getting robbed.
Getting killed.
People
You got killed for that
robbed
shit.
their Jordans or the Barclays, bro.
Yeah.
I remember that shit, man.
Niggas tell you to take your sneakers off.
Yep.
Nigga try to get me from my Nautica jacket. I pull a pew. I never ran that fast. Jake could walk up on me, man, like, yo, let me get that jacket, son. Get the fuck off.
Yep.
I ran from
Yeah,
that,
yep.
man.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Niggas
Yep.
in New York. Yeah. Niggas versus niggas, man.
Yeah,
versus niggas.
man.
Yeah.
All they got something nice on. They want.
Yeah. Niggas, bro. Gotta be high alert in the bus. Be high alert in the train back then, bro.
Got it.
You gotta have
Own
something
people.
on you. I used to carry an ice pick, man. I was like, fuck
I
that.
carry a hammer, man.
Yeah, my other friends, they had
Yeah,
guns.
man.
I had no idea my friends had guns on them, man. Everybody on the school high alert because of niggas.
Yeah.
After school niggas come up and beat your ass, take your chain. You know, you like, shit. You sit there eating a sandwich, you like, what the fuck?
Man, that's hell right
You
there,
get
man.
traumatized, bro. Niggas from the projects. That Cuban link. Don't put that shit, son.
Yeah, so robbery, lies, and murder. All that vanity and all that plain shit leads to murder, man. And lies. Everybody been lied to, man. Their whole life. And not only clothing, everything, man. Education, religion. Every influence you know is a lie, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's how Tommy Hill blew up.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
Tommy Hill, Polo. Remember he had the Polo crew?
Yeah, I remember
Go
that.
from New York, yeah. Niggas just go and go to retail stores and steal Polo.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
was an actual crew. You can look it up.
Man,
It's true. Yeah. And, what's his name? Special Ed was with them guys. You know them guys.
They call them boosters.
Yeah, they used to go. Yeah. Niggas, all they rock was Polo.
Yep.
man,
Jake made that shit. Tommy Hill made that shit hot, but it was expensive.
yeah.
Yep. You know? They used to rob the trucks. They used to deliver to the malls, man.
Yeah,
They used to
bro.
Open the trucks up and take as much as they can, man.
All they, you see pictures of niggas, all they have on was Polo.
Yep.
Polo this, Polo that.
Polo vest.
Yes.
Yeah, you get good.
Yeah,
Man.
that was
That's
that
a lot of
vanity
money.
Yeah.
in New York.
Yeah.
That big shit. You ain't getting no bitches.
That's true, man.
You ain't no bitches. You wasn't, fly and shit.
Yeah.
Real.
Right.
Yeah, give me some of that 15 chapter. Yeah.
Second Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak out in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Yeah, we gonna keep pushing that. We gonna keep pushing prophecy. I don't care if you're tired of it.
Yeah.
We gonna keep pushing that word because guess what? All the prophets were doing the same thing. They were speaking the same thing. What's gonna happen, man? So what? Ain't nothing you know, some gonna do the same thing. Why? Because we're the prophets of old doing the same, speaking the same, right? Not deviating to the worldly shit, man. Not trimming our ways to seek love. We're not doing that, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It said, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
No gimmicks, no rap music videos, no clothing line. Just pushing prophecy. That's the job.
Right.
Okay? Put a hat on.
No clickbait.
All right? Go ahead, brother.
It says, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. It says, and cause them to be written in paper.
Cause be written in paper. Scriptures. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and cause them to be written in paper, but they are faithful and true.
But they are faithful and true. So all these prophecies that's been popping up out of these pages has been manifesting, man. Okay? You can't say it's not. You got no other way. You want to come to the prophets to get some answers. Now you see all these TikTok videos. Who do you think they got it from? They got it from the men of the Lord, man.
Right.
Okay, but we know through scriptures and prophecy, it said knowledge will increase. We know this. Okay? That's part of prophecy too. That knowledge will increase. Because back then the prophets didn't know some of the breakdowns until now. All right?
Understand
Now.
There you go. Yahweh Shah broke all the seals for us to understand these prophecies.
Right.
Especially with Daniel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
brother.
Sick.
Yeah.
I think Daniel's 10th chapter say he was on his face, he was sick.
Yeah.
Because Yahweh Shah appeared on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's in Daniel's 10. Because he got some heavy breakdowns, man.
Man, heavy,
Yeah.
bro.
Beginning of times, midst of times, and the end of times.
Yeah.
All the heathen rulership.
Yeah.
You know? Shit.
Man, he like, what you doing this?
Yeah.
Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb.
Guess what? So when you was that little sperm inside your belly with your mom, the Lord was with your rest.
Pops nutsack.
Yeah, even in your pop nutsack, when you got activated, it shows you in the camera. You see a light, boom, you're there.
Spark when it hit the head.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord, he was in the belly. We knew what we were sent to do. All right? Even though he let us dap in the world, we know both sides of the spectrum, man. Okay? Evil and good. We know both sides. What makes you what? A God, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Because I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
That's how you be ordained as a prophet to the nation, man. The Lord gotta know you from the womb, man.
He says sanctified.
Sanctified.
He's set apart.
There you
Built
go.
spirits, he's set apart
Yeah.
for this journey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the spirits right here. I'm gonna have the spirits speaking in my name and telling the truth and prophesy to our people. Have this spirit here and there.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what movie kind of give you an insight of that? It's that movie, Eternals.
Oh, yeah.
He was giving the chick Cersei.
Yeah.
Break down how you create the Eternals.
Yeah.
Everybody was in a robotic form.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a shell waiting to be
it's
used.
a shell waiting to be used.
Man.
Everybody was in a shell.
Yeah.
His body is a shell.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's too cold.
And Esau knows this, man.
He does.
Like that guy, what's his name? Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
He's going into that.
Yep.
Dealing with the chariots, and then he's going to the biblical prophecies. He said pretty much these bodies that we have is like, roughly paraphrasing, or a house.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Right?
Yeah.
Something like that he said.
Yeah.
It also links up with the birth of the Messiah and all that. He said that shit, man.
Yep.
So that's why those chariots and all that stuff was pretty much I don't want to mess it up, but let's say how the video.
Yeah.
I showed you that shit.
Yep.
They know, bro.
It's all scripture what he was saying.
Yeah, he was saying it was scripture.
Yep.
Bob Lazar.
He said there's a temporary house, but we have to take care of it.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he said because he mentioned the yep, that's what he mentioned about the angels, about the Bible,
Yeah.
the scriptures. Because he said you know, the higher power left instructions. You know, Esau knows, man.
Yeah. Yep. These instructions of the Lord, statutes, and commandments,
Yeah,
man. And the dietary law.
Dietary law.
Take care of our so-called house.
That's why he goes.
Organs.
A temporary house.
That's how you know how to disturb.
Yeah,
disrupt it.
that's what I'm saying. That's why he's going so hard to store our body to the food and stuff.
Yeah.
Put a chemical in
There
it.
you go, bro.
Because he already know what to do on the right hand side. He's gonna fuck with us on the left hand
Yeah,
side.
cut off that connection.
Yeah.
To calcify the pineal gland.
Yeah. Cause like, why else did it need to be put in the food? Like, you just think of it on that level. Then you gotta know, okay, maybe he know there's a way to keep the body right and healthy. Well, he's doing it for a reason. It's to cut it, like the other day, to cut it off.
Yeah, even the clothing line, the mixed fabrics.
Yep.
That cut us off, man.
Yep.
Mess up your frequency.
You know.
Man, guess what? That shit ain't work.
Nope.
Right.
Motherfucker.
Still got the connection right now.
Yeah.
Be outside.
That's right.
You know it's sunshine.
That's right.
Punk ass bitch.
Yeah, it's like a Wi-Fi connection. It's a spiritual connection.
Yeah, man.
You linked up.
Fuck, man. Verse 3 it says,
Fear not the imaginations against thee.
Yeah, fear not the imaginations. Yeah, we hear all the bullshit. We hear people's testimonials. I'm not an Israelite no more because we don't
Who?
care.
So what?
ain't too much pork, man.
Go down the corner and cry.
Go cry in the car, man. We don't care how you feel about it. Like I said, we're only here for the elect. Nothing more, man. Okay? You can cry in the car about your feelings. We don't care about that. It's a waste. That's vanity. That's a waste of time, man.
Right. Because when I say you ate too much pork, it means your body's not alkaline enough
There you go.
to retain this, man. You're a brute beast.
They were blinded,
You're
man.
blinded. That's
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yeah, because there's a lot of unbelievers in this world, man. This whole vibration in society is geared with unbelief, man. Okay?
Faith.
There you go.
That's why I always try to say when I return shall I find faith.
Faithful on the earth.
Right.
Yeah,
The majority of people outside the elect are
Lack
some
faith.
faithless brute beasts, man.
that's right. They are.
Faithless
Pieces of
bastard.
shit. That's why it's so hard. The Lord is true, unless thou would been saying unto you.
Right.
For a relationship to last, man.
Can't operate on that same level.
Right. Not even operate, but have some type of understanding.
Yeah.
Like what you said when you went to the UK, and your wife's mind started to open up, like, they really trying to kill us, huh?
Yeah.
See?
There you go.
Like, holy shit. Like, yeah, babe. I try to tell you about that. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
This thing is real.
Right.
That's why relationships are really last you, the Lord, man. These bitches are gone, bro.
Gone,
Yeah.
man. They
They
gone.
want us right now. Why we can't have this? Why we can't do this?
Pleasure.
I'm fucking bored.
That's the spirit of Esau.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, man.
When
Right
they
now.
always want to be seen and want to dress like a whore. Like, nah, man, it ain't gonna work.
Nope.
Get some new tattoos. What? Yeah, man.
Well, you insecure? You insecure?
Yeah,
Well, I'm
man,
secure,
Shit,
motherfucker.
I'm out. I'm secure and I'm out.
Right.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah. So don't let that unbelief trouble you, man. Yeah, you might get pissed off, get mad like this motherfucker retarded, man. But you know, you gotta understand, this is part of prophecy, man. There's gonna be scoffers in the last days, man. There's gonna be unbelief. And this whole earth is geared in unbelief, man. Okay, they're walking around like brute beasts, like the brother said earlier, man. Okay? What do you mean by brute beasts, man? They walk in the flesh, man. They walk like animals, man.
Disorderly.
Yeah,
Disorderly.
man.
Yeah. Sense of direction.
You know,
Dudes that woke spirit.
yeah.
They're open to whatever.
No reasoning, no understanding whatsoever.
No
So you walk around like an animal.
Right.
Ungodly.
Untamed animal.
They got me caged like an animal. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, you see grown ass men with tattoos all over their body and
And
shit.
their face, man.
Like, what the hell?
Face.
On their legs. You're like, what the fuck is
Insecure.
wrong with this guy, man? You know?
Back of their
Grown ass
legs.
men, like, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I remember that was a thing. The Marine Corps was banning. You know, because you have some, maybe it was infantry guys, the snipers, they call it sleeves. They had like one arm just tatted
Oh,
up.
that shit.
You know, but some of them guys got the tattoos, but they were killers. So it meant something. You see the tattoos, like it like some mafia stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know? The people nowadays are prone just to do whatever with no meaning behind it. They're stupid. Motherfuckers are getting tatted up because they belong to something. You know? Like the Yakuza.
Yeah, they
Right.
get
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they belong to that. The women, they got that shit because they belong to that.
Right.
Dumbass people, man. The Russian mob and all that. That's deep. They got the tats on them.
Yeah.
And it represents something.
Yeah, like
A
the
ranking system and all that.
Yep.
MS-13.
Yep.
You see?
Yeah, the Samoan, Tongan, they got those tribal markings.
Yeah. Jackasses, man.
You gotta leave that thing, use Samoan and Tongan that shit
Yeah.
down.
That's why when
Just
the
to be
cops,
cool.
when the cops talk to me, they say, lift your shirt up.
Yeah.
Your forearm.
Right.
You know?
Same in the military. If you had, they make you a strip butt naked between your underwear and check to see your tattoo. And they got, you can see a tattoo, they take pictures of that shit. And I remember, man, two Jakes, I think they was from Chicago, they were brothers. Was in my platoon. They had tattoos, and I ain't put up on nothing. And they took, you know, before we got put into platoons, a month in, they got took it out of there. And I put a graduation. We asked them about such and such. He said, you know, the FBI got him. Yeah, I see what your instructor told us. And the FBI got him. I was like, holy shit.
That shit get
It
put
was
in the
gang
database.
affiliates, bro. It probably was, you know, GDs. Who knows, bro?
Damn.
See?
You got to get a waiver.
Yeah.
Some of them, you know, they'll give you a waiver.
Yeah, they want to see if you affiliate.
Yeah.
Yeah, some radios and all that shit in the military.
Yeah.
They get, you know, they were tied up like that. Because I met a Serenial. We were cool in the military. When he got out, we got back in that shit. I was like, I ain't fucking this dude.
Yeah. So they take that knowledge and give it back to the
Yeah,
game.
go back to the hood with it.
So a quick precept. Romans 3:3. What if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
That's a question. That's a question.
So what?
So what? Who cares, man?
Yeah.
Because there's law prophecy that's still going to go through no matter if you don't believe or not.
Right.
All right? So if you don't believe, guess what? You're going to be left here guilty, man. Okay? That's what's going to go here, man.
Right.
And a lot of our people are unbelievers, man. Okay? But guess what? It's all part of prophecy. You know, the Lord put civil lots upon the world to fulfill this prophecy with two-thirds, man. Okay? Some people not going to get it, man. Only the elect is going to get it. All right? And the 1/3, let's go.
It says, the Most High forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
Let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. So no matter what excuse you come out with some different philosophy, you can be made known as a liar at the end of the day. Why? Because man, it goes by your own vain philosophy, man. Okay? Go ahead.
As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. That was it. Back at 2 Ezra 15 and verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yeah, all the unfaithful with our people is going to die on the unfaithfulness. They had that liberty. They had that time to come back and repent to the Father, man. All right? They had plenty of time. But guess what? They kept continuing to talk shit. They kept continuing to push out their other philosophies. They kept continuing to push out the name of Jesus Christ. Okay? They kept pushing out the word Christ. When you hear that, you think of that other image, man. Okay? We're supposed to clean that image off our people and put on the names of YakalBA4GreatMillStone. Because when you have the name of YakalBA4GreatMillStone, you think of this image right here in your mind. Consistently, it's going to be on your mind. Not no Jesus Christ, man. Okay? Even though you're trying to shorten it, saying Christ, people will think of the other image, man.
Automatically.
So guess what? You're gonna die here with your unbelief, man. Okay?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matthew 13 and 49, so shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just.
Yeah, he's going to separate the wicked. There's going to be a separation of the wicked and the just. Who's the just? The elect.
Right.
Okay? Who's the wicked? The so-called white man, but it's talking about the 2/3 here, man. He making a divide, man. He said, look, these are these are the goats. This is going to be my sheep right here, man. There's a divide, man, a separation. All right? So it shows you right there that this is only about the elect, man. Plain and simple. That's the
Right.
way. All right? It's not about everybody.
Right.
Okay? It's not happening, man. That's not what time is going on. Go ahead.
And shall cast them into the furnace of the fire.
Yeah, what's that furnace of fire? Those nuclear missiles. You got that nuclear missile picture right there? Let me see it, brother. Right here. The nuclear fire, these missiles, man. Okay? That's where the wicked is. That's their reward, man. And 2/3 of my own people, that's going to be a reward. Give me a Revelation 21 and 8 of that fire, that furnace of fire. Yeah.
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving.
You're fearful and unbelieving. All right? Didn't we read that scripture in Ezra?
Yep.
All right? Go ahead.
And the abominable.
And the abominable, people with tattoos, people that eat pork, people that take on homosexuality, with sodomites.
Transformers.
All right?
Bestiality.
Love to get their assholes played with. That's the abominable, man. Okay? Men who worship women, that's an abomination, sir. All right? Tricking off your money for homes. Come on, patience, especially it comes from the people's money.
Yeah.
That supported you. That's an abomination, man.
And murderers and whoremongers
And murderers and pimps. Go ahead.
and sorcerers
And witches. Go ahead.
Different levels of witches.
Yeah, that's right.
and adulterers.
And adulterers, because our people is heavy when it comes to adultery. All right?
Get off of that shit.
All right? It's a sport, bro. It's a damn sport. Yo, I got that man's wife, man. Hell yeah.
Turn your do a woman out.
Yes?
And now what? You just fucked up the cycle.
Yep.
She's done.
Through. Okay?
And all liars.
And all liars. So what's a great form of a liar? The ones that preach there's no name.
Yep.
All right? Jesus, that's in English. That's what we gotta say. That's a liar.
False prophet.
False prophet, man. Okay? Go.
Shall have their part in the lake, which burneth with fire and brimstone.
There you go, the furnace of fire, man. The nuclear missiles, they're gonna get melted out here, man. And guess what? They're gonna feel it too, because their spirit's still gonna be in there, man. A perfect depiction of that was Fist of the North Star. Their souls were still trapped in there. They felt all that type of heat, man. All right? And then when it was all said and done, then their spirit left. Oh, and that's ritual. Okay? Is that what you want? Is that whatever, man?
Is that what you want?
You what?
Man,
Make a choice.
make a choice.
Hey, it says, which is,
Boy, so you're gonna leave you here, you're gonna melt you.
Yeah.
Leave you here
And
melting.
you're gonna be trapped in there. Your soul. Man, that's scary, man.
which is the second death.
Which is the second death. What was the first death? The flood. All right? That's when the Lord drowned the whole earth, man, in water. The second death is what? Fire. That's going to be via nuclear missiles and the chariots, man. Okay, the Lord judged them, man. All right? Because the Lord is sick and tired of what's going on right now, man. All right? Go ahead.
Back in 2nd Ezra 15.
Oh, go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 22. It says,
man.
let the multitude perish,
Let the multitude perish. Okay? Go ahead.
which was born in vain.
Which was born in vain. Yes, the
Right.
Lord even created souls that's in vain.
Right.
I mean, you got prostitutes, man.
Right.
The sodomites and shit.
Yeah.
There
Born
you
in
go.
vain.
They were born in vain.
Yep.
Children that get kidnapped and get brutalized and tortured. That's scary, man.
Yeah, they're ready set for judgment, man.
Shit, man.
Okay, yes, the Lord will make people in vain, set for judgment.
Golly, bro.
Okay, you gotta have an understanding when it comes to this, man.
That's heavy, man.
Yes, the Lord has His favor.
Yeah, these nations too. You see, it counted under them as spittle.
Spittle.
Yeah. That's cold.
They basically decide this is of the main dish.
Motherfuckers get blown the fuck up in Gaza.
Yeah.
Lay the fuck down, bro.
They say 150,000 now?
I don't know.
It's a high number though.
Them niggas gone.
You see that one video, the Victor hit, and the body was flying like 100 feet in the air?
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Damn, bro. Both sides terrible.
Yeah.
The son of perdition, man. Son of
Shit.
destruction. That's Esau, Edom. What you see there? Come on, man.
Using all pieces from all levels
Yeah.
to fulfill prophecy. That's
Yep.
what we're
Yep.
doing.
Yep.
Us be able to put the pieces of the puzzle, the pieces together through this puzzle and bring it to the forefront.
That's what they
Right,
fear.
right.
I'm like, yo, we understand why it's happening. Hell yeah, that shit's fucked up. You're like, God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't finna catch us though at no
Yeah.
protests.
Hell
Talking about some
Hell
free
no.
Palestine
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. Come on, man.
No, we know why that's happening.
Yeah, and
Right.
plus them nations, man, had us in captivity. Arabs,
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
part of the the sub-Saharan slave trade.
Yeah.
Yep.
Many ways the Lord can get you back.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah. Oh, yo, ass up, man. Damn. That's what the Lord did to the Ethiopians and shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Fucking flies over their
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, man. They had that
And then
famine.
him y'all
They
big.
had to use famine.
Yeah. Jacking them up.
Man, that shit. Oh.
He used Esau for all that. It's part of Revelation 6 chapter. Famine is in there.
Yeah.
The pale horse.
Pale horse.
He's using for
Yeah, bro.
shit, bro.
You know, I know you
So it's all about Jacob and Esau, man.
Right.
You-
The main,
Yeah, he said flies in the eyes.
the steak, and that potato
Boys in
matters.
Africa are used to that shit.
Yeah, bro. And Esau be knowing, like, man, you can't do nothing without Jacob. And we need you, you Edomites, to fulfill prophecy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
doing what he's supposed to do, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just here reporting.
The nations are caught in between. They want to hate us. Like, what the fuck we do to you?
Right.
They're looking at you like, yeah, we not the ones bombing you, idiot.
Right.
They're so scared of Esau and shit. Trying to go for the weaker individuals, but we're not the weak ones.
Right.
We're suffering our punishment right now.
Exactly.
We're
That's
prepared
right.
to be weak for a season.
For a season,
Yep.
bro.
You know?
Very true.
For a season.
Know our poverty, but thou art rich.
Yep.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, reading it again. 2nd Ezra 9 and 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
What's that grape? The elect, man.
Elect.
Okay? That's the one that's going to be kept. That's the one that's reserved. That didn't bend the knee to Baal, man.
Yep.
Okay? That's what Paul said in what's it, the book of Acts. He said, I reserved 7 men with the Romans.
Romans
11th chapter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reserved 7 men that's not going to
7,000.
that's not going to
Bow the
serve-
knee to
bow
Baal.
the knee to Baal, man. Basically any idol, man. We're not dealing with that, man.
Yeah, the MTV is an idol.
That's an idol.
Form of an idol.
All right. Okay, it's still a physical invitation, man.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not no Caesar Baudier and he's speaking. You gotta be a complete retard to believe that, man. That's why you gotta read it, man. But we know through the scriptures, it's not given to the lost, man. Okay, we understand that. But we still look at you like you're a bunch of retards, man.
Playing
Right?
into the holy, stumbling blocks to the
Yeah,
wicked.
but guess who gave them instructions to say that? Esau, Edom. All right? So they all worship Satan, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Go back to 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction."
And that's happening right now. In 10 days, there's going to be a massive inflation on every infrastructure here in America, man. Your clothing, your food, water,
Yeah, hopefully, man.
bills,
Hopefully.
electric bills,
Hopefully.
gasoline, Lord willing, bro.
Yeah, Lord willing.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Always say that, man.
Yeah, you know, that's what's going to roll here, man. And let's see how the people are going to react and move. We hoping for destruction, man. We hope for that shit, man.
Whack ass shit.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 6, it says, "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth."
Hey, man, the wickedness past is reached unto the heavens, man. That's how bad it is, man. Take a look around you. Take a look in the news. Take a look at reports. Come on, man. Wake up. But we already know who's going to wake up. That's the elect. So it's still our job to explain it to it and warn you, man. Yo, it's not going to be easy. There's going to be austerity measures implemented. All right? It's all going to come down to what? The new world order, man. Okay? That's what they're pushing. This is why Trump is trying to get rid of this dollar, man. Okay? You see what happened in Mactesh, Wall Street. You see what happened? It went 2,900 points down that first day, then went to 1,800. It kept getting lower and lower.
Man, I forgot about that scripture, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's been on that last week.
Okay? And you see what's going on, man. Everybody's in like, yeah, people is like, damn, man, what the hell Trump is doing, man? He's making our shit worse.
Yeah, the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Shall tremble. And that's where it leads to job loss. So these corporations right now, in order to save money, they're going to cut their employees and not have to go overtime where they can save money on their stocks and their bullshit. Okay? Your 401k is in danger too. Okay?
It ain't real money.
Exactly.
But the gold is skyrocketing, you know.
But even gold and silver is going to be worthless too. Okay? That's what's going to happen. All right? Go ahead.
It says
For a period of time.
That's right, brother.
You know, to sustain this on.
Yeah.
Hope the Lord, plan things out.
So pay attention. Look at about 8 or 9 years ago, 1 ounce of gold was about $1,200. All right, now is about over 3,000. Okay, 3,300. Even silver went up to 28. 30, right? Almost 30. It went from $15 to 30.
Yep.
Okay, so brothers who have gold and silver pieces, you're good, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, verse 6, "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right.
Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness."
There you go, because there's going to be a time when the Lord going to let the four winds loose. Okay? You're getting sick of it. Now it's time. Okay? But prophecy needs to fulfill, and we're at the bottom leg of prophecy right now with the mark of the beast in World War III and Jacob's trouble, man. I'm not saying in order, but that's what's going to roll, man. And this is what we're watching for. It's leading to it. All right? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Now, why does it say that, man? You have to know history. That's why it's important to read, man. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. You have to go to Genesis, the 25th chapter, verse 38. Right? No, 27th chapter, verse 38. The blessings. Okay? You have to know the history. All right? It's already been fulfilled now. Who's running this whole earth? Esau, Edom. All right? Go ahead.
Covers the faces of the judges thereof.
Cover up the faces of the judges thereof. Who are the true judges? YakalBA4GreatMillStone, Yahweh. All right? The Israelites. Men of color, man. Okay, but now, because of the mass mixing, there's some so-called white people. They may look like so-called white people, Esau, Edom, but they're really Jacob, man. All right? So you got to look at things on a spiritual lens right now. All right? Okay, go ahead.
If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, because that time when America, this propaganda kept America and their propaganda trying to push bad vibration against Putin and against his Ukraine war. So guess what Putin did? He said, okay, you want to play like that? I'm going to open up the vaults. He opened up the vaults of the Russian icons, which we knew about when we first came in his troops. now he's really opened up for the world to see. They said, hold up. The men of people, the people of the Lord were color? Yeah. Because remember that book, Russian Icons, bro? It was cheap back then. Now, how much is it now?
Oh no.
That shit's like $1,000.
Look it up.
It's like 10 grand?
Nah. Look it up. We don't want to, you know.
Yeah. I just
I know it's
figure
probably
saying,
more than what it was.
because Bishop Kazadakba had the book.
Right.
Like, how much he paid for that book, was it?
I don't know.
God, I gotta look it up again.
Looks
But
like
now-
$8,000.
You serious, bro?
Looks
Holy
like-
shit.
Yeah.
On
There's one
Amazon?
for like 2,000, eBay 10,000.
Oh shit.
Now if you
But that's probably the authentic ones. You have to run it down once as well.
yeah,
I see one on
put
eBay
it on the camera, bro.
for like $865.
Views.
Nah, that's all good.
Okay,
They don't
yeah.
believe us.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, look it up for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
My brother thing lately.
why?
Now.
The thing is, why is it expensive? Why? Because how you hide information? Put it in a book, man. Okay. But now, because knowledge increased, everything's in your fingertips right now. And when you can show that to everybody like, oh shit. Certain people like, yo, all this shit we learned from church was a lie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But there's some people that's gonna stay in their ignorance. Oh, that's bullshit.
A
Whatever.
lot of people out here still in the ignorance.
Yeah.
They don't know about
That's
that.
America for you, man.
A lot of people don't know about what's going on in Iran.
They don't, man.
Because I told her to one of my friends in jiu-jitsu. He was a ex-military cat. And he got pretty good, man. Purple belt cat. So I'm leaving. I was like, hey, bro, you trying to go to Iran? He's like, what? I said, they trying to go to Iran. He said, no way. I said, yeah, bro. He said, get the fuck out of here. I said, yeah, bro. He said, all right, I'm going to check it out. He didn't know.
There you go.
He said, I got my fucking, I'm discharged. I said, yeah, well, that's what they say. He said, you're going to recall your ass. I'm like, bullshit. And I drove off.
Yeah, that's the difference between a day walker and someone that lives in the night, man.
Night, yeah.
Okay? All right?
They cool. That shit crazy. They clueless,
He had no idea.
Clueless.
I thought he was, it's not supposed to be news, right?
Right.
That's why, all right, man. They trying to ban TikTokers for a reason.
Yeah. Exactly.
Niggas ain't talking about shit online. I mean, on national TV.
They not. It's all fluff, man.
Okay. Ass shit. Are we giving people the real news?
Real
severity
Yeah.
of what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Right.
You got Edomites online talking about that Russia is the most powerful nuclear state.
Yeah, they're saying it, bro.
Believe it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
He said this thing with Iran, it could be going to be catastrophic.
Yeah.
See, once upon a time, when MMA was big in Japan, guess who had the best fight in the world? Russia. This guy named Fedor Emelianenko.
Yeah, bro.
He beat everybody, man. He had this one chick, slammed him on his fucking head. All right? The man still beat Jake, bro. Y'all gotta see, that's a highlight reel. He picked this man up. Because the guy was good at wrestling. He picked him, jumped in the sky, brothers.
Damn.
Slammed this man on his fucking neck.
Yeah.
And they knocked him out, bro. He rolled up out of that shit and caught him in a Kimura lock.
Damn.
Bro, this guy was no.
Jake got slammed on the neck?
No, Jake slammed the
Slammed
Russian
him
on the neck.
Okay. I got you.
He should have been, a regular person would have been out.
Yeah,
Like sticking this guy
And this
up.
guy is fucking, this guy named Kevin Randleman, this guy was swole, bro. He's a force, he was short and stocky. You gotta get up underneath, he picked him up. He jumped, brothers, and slammed on his neck. And that Russian guy, nothing happened to him. He ended up beating this guy.
Yep. He bought him a drink. That's
He bought him, he said he told this guy to go grab me, they drank some vodka together, bro.
Yeah, some vodka, right?
Yeah.
Great.
So them guys ain't no joke over there, bro.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah. And they style of martial arts called Sambo. Right? You have the grappling aspect, you got the fighting aspect, but you got to wear the gi, you can headbutt. You know, you got the punching, elbows, knees, takedowns, to tapping techniques, arm bars, chokes, leg locks, and you can headbutt. That's real fighting. Yeah. But you got the gi on, you got the, it's not a big, you call that shit to put it over your head. In boxing, they call it.
Oh, like the phone.
The headgear.
camera?
The headgear is not that big though. It's a smaller version of the headgear. You can still feel the impact of a headgear. They train them. They different, bro. They different. They taking them ice baths. Even they women, bro. I was like, yo, they women, man. Oh my God.
They hard, bro.
They women, they dainty, they beautiful.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh
Love Russian
God.
women, bro.
There's more Russian women than men.
Yeah.
So you know what brothers is going with that power? I'm going to Moscow.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay the fuck out. I'm going to zap your ass. My chariot
I'm
going to be
going to
over
Europe,
there.
man.
Like, brother, where you going, bro? Get your ass out of here. I'm
Going to
crash
St.
your
Petersburg,
chariot.
bro.
St. Petersburg.
Crash your chariot, man. Like, get out of here. I ain't giving you the coordinates over here, brother.
Restricted area.
Restricted area, brother. You doing I'm running this shit, brother. What you doing, man? Yeah, I wish I ain't giving you this shit, brother. What you talking about? What you doing over here, brother? You into another airspace, brother. Restricted airspace.
No fly zone.
No fly zone, brother. What you doing, man? Get it all, man.
Yep, that's right, brother.
Like the second Ezra 15:6, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit.
Which they profanely commit, go ahead.
Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
People exercise wickedness on a daily, like a daily regimen. Like there's a daily task with them, man. But proof is right there. Proof is on these false prophets, our leaders, our rappers, man. They do things. They exercise things wickedly on a daily, man. Okay, to put our people in the trick bag, man. Okay, if you listen to music and they're rapping and shit, who they talk about? They talk about each other, man.
Yeah, they're talking about killing each other.
Yeah, it's a negative vibration, man. All right, go ahead.
Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me,
Here you go.
and the souls of the just complain
The
continually.
souls of the just complain continually. Give me Ezekiel 9:4. Let's go to that part.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, because that's the elect.
That's right, brother.
Because showing your oppression, making the wise men mad.
Right.
You know what's gonna get this like, yo, something ain't right here, man.
Yeah. No, that's right, brother.
Ezekiel 9:4, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city,
In the midst of the city, it's talking about the children of Israel, our people, right? Go ahead.
through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that
That's
cry,
all I wanted. Man, that sign and cry. What's that mark? The mark of verses, mark of extension.
Yeah, it's a bar.
Okay?
So you gotta keep reading for all of them. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to get to that point.
Kind of point. Why are they signing crime?
Yeah. Go ahead.
for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
That's why we continue complaining.
Yeah,
We're complaining, righteously complaining to the Lord. Say, Lord, man, when you come do your thing, man? We getting sick and tired of this shit, man. We getting tired of going to work and shit, paying these bills. We just hate how everything's unrighteous, man. All right?
You got no fucking power here, man.
Nothing, man. No rest. Nothing, man.
Yeah.
Man.
I said, when you gonna do your thing, you can actually pray and beg to the Lord about this, man.
Right.
He's doing it, you know.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah, the elder brother Mwatazar did the video on that story that came up about the Jake that didn't want to get their 5 children juiced up. You know, the juices. They didn't want to get their children juiced up, and Esau came through and took all their children, seized all their children, man.
Yeah, he ain't
That's
doing
some
that.
cold-blooded shit. Just because they didn't want to get poison their children with that bullshit, they got their children taken away from them. You gonna mean to tell me you don't want to cry out because of shit like that?
Shows you right there we have no power here.
Yeah, our people we're a prey here, man.
Yeah.
If you don't let me poison your children, I'm gonna take your children away from you.
That drive you mad, man.
That shit have me, man. Have my blood boiling, man.
I'm saying, man.
We hate it, man. That's why we complaining, man. All right? The just shall complain continually on a daily, man. All right?
Yeah, because with a carnal mind, it's a very unfair situation we in, man.
Yeah.
But with the spiritual aspect, we get why it's like
Right.
Right.
That's fucking nuts, man.
We ain't saying you don't have the right to be mad. Yeah, you can be mad, man. You know, but you gotta understand. You have to understand it, man. Even though it sucks and shit, but the the scriptures and having a wise understanding, like, okay, this has to be done.
Right. Wisdom is a principal thing, but all like wisdom getting understanding. That's what we got. When that understanding builds patience, man. Right? Patience and long suffering, but now the Lord is working. The time is speeding up. But hell, you still have thoughts, man. Oh, Lord, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit, man.
Just like when I sent the brother the video, the woman choking her son out, man.
I couldn't finish watching that shit, bro.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
That shit
I was
ruined my
like,
fucking
not
day.
today, man. I was just not gonna ruin my day.
That shit ruined my work day, man.
Yeah, I was at work.
Man, bro.
I was pissed the fuck off.
That's bad, bro. And that's what we've been reduced to lay down with women like that. Nothing but conflict, bro.
Think about that, man.
Yeah, that's what we've been reduced to. And one of our brothers don't want to fuck with you women, man. Y'all crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that big man.
Like one of our Jenkins just leave, man. Too much conflict.
Yeah.
So I'm cool, man. I'm done arguing with you. You know? Man, it's like whatever, man. And leave it in the Lord's hands. Nah, you're a deadbeat dad. He's like, what the fuck? God damn.
She did it on camera, and God knows what she doing off camera.
You know what I'm saying? We're reduced to nothing but crazy bitches, man.
That low vibrational woman, man.
God
Right.
damn, dog.
What's that word? Ew.
Yeah, brother. What's that, brother?
What the fuck is that? Damn, bro. And us women of the Lord, we're not exempt from that. I take some accountability. You gotta get these women I have children with, man. You know what I'm saying? Think for men of status. Some type of power. Hell no. I get one of them chicks from Mauritius, man.
Hell yeah.
She's coming up all the time.
Yeah.
Naked, oh, in the bed chamber, man.
Right.
But you know what time it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Take all that shit off.
Yeah. All that shit. Head wrap. All that
Nothing in
shit.
this house.
Fuck, man. The average Israelite woman, even on their Instagram or Facebook, they're prostituting themselves.
Yep.
Yeah, they are. They are, bro.
Show them they titties and shit, their asses.
Big fat asses.
Yeah, they fat, big, juicy asses and shit.
Yeah, that's a form of prostitution.
Yeah.
Yep.
They present
A
themselves.
lot of them got OnlyFans
Yeah.
too.
It's your turn, buddy. It's your turn now.
And all types of things. You know?
Bro.
All types of likes. You catch yourself staring at that bitch all day like, God damn. That's a spell, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read Ezekiel 94.
Ezekiel 9:4, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Now go to second Ezra.
This is back in 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 9. It says, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
Yeah, people are being led to the flock of the slaughter right now, man. To these false prophets, to these churches, to the philosophies of the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, Luciferianism, all right? Music, the fools. We're like those sheep that led to the slaughter, man. If you don't have the name of YakalBA4GreatMillStone in your mind, and you're not proclaiming it, you're gonna be led to the slaughter, man. Okay? But also you got to be part of the elect. Go ahead.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand.
Now, this is not talking about the modern day Egypt. It's talking about America. Okay? It's talking about America. Babylon the Great, Egypt means captivity. Alright? Okay, bondage. So who's in bondage here in America? So-called New Latin Native American civil Indians. No, Holmes, how we in slavery? I already said it earlier. You gotta rewind the video, this live show. Go ahead.
It says, but I will bring them with the mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Yeah, your house shines gonna do all that, man. Okay? He said he gonna smite Egypt as the plagues as before. Alright? Go ahead.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
And destroy all the land thereof, man. Okay? Because the Lord is time. It's time. Yo, the Lord is gonna make a speedy riddance of this place, man.
Sir.
Man. Okay, and guess what? It's gonna be violently too. All right, go ahead.
Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten.
Yeah, right now the foundation is being smitten right now through their economic system. Okay? It's being smitten right now. It's being broken down. All right? To the point people have questions. They're not sure of their future, but it says in book of give me Ecclesiastes, 12th chapter. All right, hold that.
Windows.
Yeah. Hold that. Get that real quick. The keeper of the house. So that whole economic system of Babylon the Great America have uncertainty right now. Okay? We got the other nations forming their currency called BRICS. Alright? But we all know this is all bullshit screenplay, man. The script. To what to lead to what? To the shit, man. Alright? If you ain't hit, you gotta get hit to the chip. You gotta get hit to the chip. Alright? Now all you other groups that don't believe in that, guess what? Keep that same energy and show your whole congregation of taking that shit. Okay? And when the Lord's judgment comes, keep that same energy, man. Alright? Keep that same spirit.
Can I start at one of them? Remember that. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse.
Yeah, okay. What the fuck going on?
12 and verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Who's the keepers of the house? Esau, Edom. All right, starting with your bankers, man. All right, they the one who pull the strings on this world, man. Along with the other groups that's with the planners. All right, okay. Go ahead.
And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease.
And the grinders cease, meaning what? The lack of jobs right now. All right. Okay, people starting to grovel into their knees right now because they ain't no work. How am I supposed to pay my bills? How to support my family? What I'm gonna do, man? How am I supposed to pay this mortgage?
Extra battery, bro?
All right.
I know. You got one? Yeah. This should charge
And the
up.
grinders cease because they are few.
There are few, man. So right now, the brother did a video about robotics. Okay. Right now, you got robots that start being implemented in these logistic companies, man. Okay. Not in a full scale yet, but it's gonna be in a full scale to the point they don't need you niggas no more, man. Okay? Alright, so guess what? A lot of these jobs are diminishing right now because of the economic woes of Babylon the Great America. So what's the way to save money in stocks? Is by laying people off, man. Okay? That's how you get your numbers back up. Like a temporary band-aid, which is not gonna work, man. Alright, go ahead.
It says, and those that look out the windows be darkened.
And those that look out the windows, what does it mean looking out the windows? It means looking into your future. All right? They're going to be saying, damn, all those years I went to school, in college I paid $80,000, $100,000 for this? For me to be working at McDonald's or fucking Del Taco? I'm paying $100,000 for this? I can't even get a real job what I went to school for? So their future is going to look hazy.
Go ahead, man. You talk over there, bro.
Go ahead, read that again.
Read that part again. It says, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets. They're going to say, look, place of business is closed. They're going to have that yellow tape around there. Saying, please do not cross, closed. All right? People are not going to have their last checks because their economic stocks are gone. Their 401k is gone. So what are people going to do? They're going to result to what? Going against each other, man. It's going to lead to what? Riots. It's going to lead to what?
Invading one another.
We're going to read that. Okay? That's what it's going to lead to. This is why we out here week after week.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead.
It says, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
The sound of the grinding is low. That's talking about work. Activity of work. Okay? It's going to be low. What? To the lack of jobs, lack of work.
Yeah.
All right?
Even now you have something called a retail apocalypse.
Yeah.
A lot of these stores are just shutting down.
Yeah.
Which is affecting the economy. And then that's going to lead into lack of jobs as well. People getting laid off.
That's why China exposed America about their fashion industry. And a lot of these stores and these malls is bought from where? China.
Yeah.
Now China exposing that, guess what's going to happen? People are not going to buy no more.
Yep.
And what's going to happen is going to lead to layoffs at jobs, man.
Yeah. And then bankruptcy. A lot of these retail stores are going bankrupt.
Yep.
They just ain't making enough money.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Because
That's
people
what
ain't going there to buy nothing.
No, that's what happened to Forever 21.
Yeah.
They filed for bankruptcy for the second time because they are a brick mortar store, even though they have online a page, but they started out as a brick and mortar.
Right.
They got a higher overhead than Fashion Nova, Shein. The Fashion Nova get all their shit from China. They just put a Fashion Nova tag on it. But guess what? They don't have those brick and mortar stores. So that's why they're able to sell their shit cheaper than Fashion Nova and stuff. And that will put all those people out of business because it's an online presence only. So that just shows you how these online presence stores only or shutting out the brick and mortar store because they can't keep up with the up marketing or up pricing the product.
Yep.
That's right.
Because these up markets for what? Overhead, payroll. You got all these people working at all these different stores. You got to pay for leases, rental spaces. So that's why you got to charge more for their shit.
Yeah, so it's going to lead to a domino effect. And guess what? People going to get laid off because there is no business. So the only one that's going to be making business is DHgate and other various sites. But the people that's going to be working in these malls, they're not going to have any job work.
Yeah, Shein, Temu and shit.
Yeah. You got motherfuckers watching the television.
Yeah, I seen that shit. That shit was crazy.
That's Chinese intelligence, brother.
Wow, man. Damn. Look at that motherfucker right here, man. This motherfucker watching me, man.
He got his headphones on, like,
Yeah. That shit was nuts, man.
hell yeah, man.
But yeah, that shit goes on.
Yep. Go ahead, bro.
Yep, it says, when the sound of the grinding is low and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
What's the voice of the bird? They talk about your alarm clock. Back in the ancient times, and even down south, you got the rooster that cocks around 4:30 or 5 in the morning, or 4 in the morning. All right. So that modern day rise of the bird is talking about your alarm clocks. Okay, that's what it's talking about. So the day of the 9 to 5 is dead, man. That's what's gonna roll, man. And it's happening now. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and then it just says, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Yeah, because right now the entertainment industry is in a low vibration right now. It's trash.
Right.
It's not timeless. You can easily forget about it within a month, man.
Oh, you know what too? The Apostle Gabar made a video on how AI is starting to actually make music too now. So you ain't gonna need to pay or sign none of these bitches to sing and shit on record. You ain't gonna have to sign none of these R&B niggas no more. No, just get AI to create some songs for you and then sell that. You see? Yeah. It's the same thing with the movie industry too. You get AI to they get AI to write the scripts out now.
And they even have a production company that did the whole thing in AI. A whole production company that with no studio, no nothing, just straight AI. That can put the studio out of business too.
You go.
Trying to get rid of the human race.
That's right. Here you go, brother.
Replace human beings with machines.
Yeah, you ain't no more human resources. No more of that.
Yep.
Check bro.
See? No more motherfuckers complaining about their boss and discrimination. Ain't gonna be no more of that,
None
man.
of that shit, man. It's over, man. All right? That's why I said the grind is out. Man. Close for business. That's what's gonna roll here, man. Now go ahead.
Like in 2 Ezra 15 and 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn.
Now, all those products that you've been getting, like manure, stuff for the farm, parts, tractor parts, engine parts, comes from China. Now, because of those tariffs, the price is going to elevate. Guess what? These farmers are not going to be able to spend money like that, man. So guess what's going to happen? A lot of the workers will be laid off. See, the quality is going to go even lower and lower to the point it's destroyed. Okay? Go ahead.
They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting
Here you go.
and hail, and with the fearful consolation.
There you go.
Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein.
Yeah, woe to the world and to the ones that dwell therein, man. Okay, go ahead. Destruction is coming. Go ahead.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Coming close, man. All right, the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. All right. The problem is the people on this earth, and including our people, of the nation of Israel keeps trusting in the Pharaoh for change. It's not going to happen, man. There's going to be nothing but destruction here in America, man. We want it to come speedily, man. All right? Go ahead.
And one people,
Want me to say 30?
and one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Now, why that's happening? Because all the infrastructure is being destroyed here in America was going to lead to what? Robbery, murder, okay? There's going to be a lot of things, rape, all right? Invading one another. It's going to lead to a lot of race riots too, and civil war, okay? Why? For the lack of what? Bread. For the lack of what? Resources. That's what's going to roll. We're giving you a step-by-step scenario of what's going to happen. And we're giving you the answers here right now, live, man. All right, go ahead.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another.
And one people shall stand up against each other to fight one another, man. For what? For the lack of resources.
Right.
All right? When people don't have no jobs no more, they can't pay for anything, they're going to result to what? Robbery, theft, drug dealing, prostitution. That's what's going to lead to what? To feed their family, man. But guess what? This is what the bankers want. Go ahead.
And swords in their hands.
What's the modern day swords? It's talking about your guns, your iron, your 4-pounder, your AR-15s. Okay, go ahead.
It says, for there shall be sedition among men.
There should be sedition among men. Okay? Riots. Who's the top dog with the top resources? Who's the shot caller? That's what's going to roll, man. Women going to be prostituting themselves all over the streets of Fontana, man. Go ahead.
And invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
It's going to go to a point that they're not going to listen to the ones in charge, like your police departments, your mayors, your governors, the people that has a high, how they call it?
Positions of authority.
Positions of authority. They're not going to fuck that, man.
Yeah.
You're not feeding my family. He ain't paying my rent. Fuck that. I'm getting mine. That's how Jake think, man.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what. Oh my bad.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick because Apostle Sahara, I seen the video of this bald white dude on TikTok. He was basically telling Americans that basically, you know, your elites have pretty much sold you out. They're not using the money that they make from you Americans to invest in America like China does. They make their money and they invest in the country. So, you know, long story short, he basically was telling Americans, look, y'all need to wake up and basically a revolution needs to start. So he was putting people in that spirit of being seditious against the government. You know, because people are now starting to wake up to the fact that the elites are basically robbing them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he basically showing the basically the scripture shaping the skew of Babylon, man. Okay, the truth is coming out. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna, yeah, right. It's leading to that, and it will lead to that because once your stomach starts touching your back, you're gonna result into fighting or getting something, man. Survival. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
So when all this hell break loose, a lot of these zones, all right, towns is going to be closed off. So if you live in a Fontana, you can't go to Rialto. If you live in Rialto, you can't go down to downtown Riverside. If you live in downtown Riverside, you can't go into Ontario. If you live in Ontario, you can't go to Chino. Everything's going to be closed off. Okay? You got to have paperwork. With your paperwork to go to work, it's going to result to that. Martial law. Right. I'll give you a perfect example. I was watching Daredevil, man. Daredevil Reborn.
Oh yeah.
And they had New York blacked out on purpose. And Kingpin, because he's playing as the mayor, he said, I'm implementing martial law. Everybody goes, shit. And they're like, don't worry, you've been able to go to work and everything, but he trying to sell it.
Yeah.
But hey, remember, if it's showing on the series, it's gonna happen, man.
Right.
Okay? And New York was like the main hub, man.
Yeah.
All right? So when they shut the lights off, everybody was invading one another because of the lack of resources. Okay? They didn't feel safe in America no more. In New York. So it's crazy, man. It's good ass series, man. Good ass series, man. Go ahead.
Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, so in that Daredevil someone was trying to go and they shot the kid, boom, because he was past his curfew. He said, man, he's just a kid, man. He said, I don't give a fuck. Put a mask on him. He's a vigilante now.
Slay utterly old and young.
There you
both
go.
babes and
Yeah.
little children.
Yeah, man. He said he put a mask. He said he's a vigilante. We could kill him. He's just a kid, man. He said, I don't care. It's gonna come to that point, man. Okay? Because once you break curfew, they're gonna kill you off spot.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they ain't no getting arrested. They're gonna take you and book you.
Yeah, martial
all your
law, they
rights
have
is gone.
Yeah, once under martial law, all the power goes to the police, man.
Exactly.
No
more
warning shots, no
Constitution, man.
nothing.
Government, that's right.
Yeah, no more right to speedy trial. No more none of that shit, man.
Yep.
The Bill of Rights.
So you YNs better keep that same energy. Go ahead.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed,
There you go.
and men shall be afraid.
Men shall be afraid, man. Go to a point, they like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, man. They're gonna be scared, man. Fear. All you gangbangers gonna be in fear, man.
Right.
Okay? Even police force, men, they're gonna be in fear. All right? When I was watching that show yesterday, I seen a woman, police officer, fucking punish her, fucking shank her ass to death, man. Rip her throat out, man. It's gonna be like that, man. Go ahead.
Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
I mean, the love of many shall wax cold.
Right.
All right, that's what's gonna roll, man. They're gonna be all out self in this motherfucker, man. All right, go ahead.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
That's right.
And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
For the lack of resources, man. That's why it's gonna lead to that, man. So we gave you a step-by-step scenario of what's going on. Are you still going to trust in the Pharaoh? Are you still going to put his philosophy over the Lord? Guess what? You will. You will, because this is why it's only for the elect, man. Okay? Give me Isaiah 30 chapter.
It's gonna be Isaiah. Start from the top, right?
Yep.
Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord.
Yeah, you people, man. The children is young rebellious, man. Right? You're rebellious as a motherfucker here, man. And time to time it's getting worse, man. It's getting worse here. And the Lord, hey, he said, yo, I've had it, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit.
Y'all take counsel, but not of me. All right? What counsel y'all taking? You're taking in the counsel of DJ Trump. Y'all still believing in his place, man. Knowing that this is geared to be against you. Talk about our people, first and foremost. I don't give a damn about the other things, man. Okay? All right? What's that covering? Y'all want that covering of America and its ways instead of the covering of the true people of the Lord, Israel, man. Okay? You have a power. You have a big brother, the son. All right? Go ahead.
Yep, it says, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
There you go. What's the spirit of our people right now? The spirit of this world. All right? They add sin to sin, man. They're the spirit of the flesh. What's going to appease them? That's why they're so prideful in nature, man. Murdering one another, not giving any chances, no mercy, nothing. Prostitution, adultery, sin upon sin, man. Right? That's not the covering of the Lord. The covering of the Lord is the name of YakalBA4GreatMillStone and his commandments, man. And to live it as the best you can, man, and have faith. That's the covering of the Lord, man. Knowing who you are as a people. Okay, go ahead.
That walk down to go into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
We're not talking about the Egypt, it's talking about America, man. All right? Okay? The modern day Egypt is America. Who's the mouth of the Lord? The prophets. You didn't ask. Because you refused to ask. Only the ones who are going to ask about the elect what's going on, and they're going to take heed to the warning. They're going to come into the fold.
Right.
Because they're going to know, oh, we know you were with the Lord. We're going to follow you. All right, go ahead.
And have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Yeah, they want to strengthen themselves in the strength of America, of this way, of Esau and Edom. Y'all motherfuckers will be taking the damn chip, man.
Right.
You're gonna serve the badge of honor to Esau and Edom, instead of the Lord. All right, go ahead.
And to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And look where that trust is. Where that trust is at right now. You're losing your job. You're losing ways to pay for your rent and your mortgage and to feed your family. By following the shadow of Egypt. Okay? Instead of following the Lord. So the one that's going to take heed that we understand are the elect. Okay? Go ahead.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
It's going to be your shame when you see everything fall down and everything is losing, and you're losing everything in life. That's going to be your shame because you follow Trump. You follow the ways of Esau and Edom. Okay? By worshiping Baphomet. We're going to say it again, bro. All right? Go ahead.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion.
That's going to be your confusion, man.
Because when this shit goes up, you're going to be confused. What to do? I know what the fuck to do.
Right?
Yep.
That's what's going to roll, man. Hey, and guess what? They're going to look for answers, and guess what?
Won't be none.
The answer's not going to be here, man. Why? Because the famine of the word. This is part of the breakdown. Okay? Go ahead.
It says it says, for his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanes. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be in help nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach.
Here you go, man. All right, so if our people keep trusting in his ways, hey, look, the problem is with our people, they want to remain ignorant because they trust in his ways.
Yep.
They want to still plant here in America and find other ways. It's not going to happen, man. If you notice, if you do your history, all right, even through biblical times, even all the way till now, when our people are trying to find a different way, it always leads to failure, man. All right, they never seek counsel of YakalBA4GreatMillStone in order for them to do what they have to do. They didn't do none of that. All right, so guess what? They result into idols. Our people result into idols to get some answers, man.
Yeah.
Which is going to lead to what? A lie into destruction, man.
Yeah,
that's what's
good.
going to roll.
Yeah.
All right. But the problem is, y'all get so aggressive and so fucking hurt in your feelings that you don't want to hear the truth because you've been brought up and been bred up into lies your whole life, man.
Right.
So it's hard for you to understand this truth. Only the ones going to understand is the elect, man. Plain and simple. Does it get us mad? Yeah, we do, man. Like, this motherfucker's retarded, man. He don't get it. Well, you know what? It happens, man. That's part of the scriptures. All right?
This is Proverbs 16 and 25. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Here you go. They make me think they do the right thing, but guess what? It's going to lead to death. Just like these stars, these entertainers, man. They sign a covenant unto death. Even the false prophets out there, man. Okay? But to a normal fucking worldly man, they may seem right, but guess what? It's not about YakalBA4GreatMillStone. It's going to lead you to death. What you're being is in a broad way what everybody else is doing. You're basically being a follower, man. Okay? It's going to lead you to what? To death, man, and destruction, man. Because it's not of YakalBA4GreatMillStone. It's of the world. All right? Go ahead.
Yep. It says, well, that's pretty much it. Ways of death.
That's right, man.
They even going into the chip and all of that.
Yeah.
Esau is going to present that as the solution to the world.
Yep.
But the Most High said when that happens, that's the hour of temptation.
That's right.
Which is an enticement to sin against the Lord. That's going to be the final test that the Most High, through the so-called white man, is going to send out on you Israelites, man. And a lot of you, 2/3 of you, is going to be led. You're going to go down there. You're going to go down to Egypt for help. And you're going to take that chip, and it's going to lead your ass to death, man.
It's going to be a shame.
Because a lot of you Israelites, you believe in that make America great again shit too.
Yeah,
you believe in the so-called American dream because you don't know nothing else. You don't know about prophecy.
That's right.
You don't know that this place is temporal. You don't understand America has a means to an end. So in your delusion and in your confusion and in your ignorance, you're going to go take that C-hip thinking that's going to solve your problems. And you're going to gain even more problems, man. The last problem you'll ever have is a fucking missile, man.
That's right.
You backstroking in a lake of fire, man.
That's right. That's right, man. I hope y'all brothers and sisters were edified with this lesson. You know, hey, stay away. Hey, do not take that chip, man. And hey, that's that trial, man. It's gonna come. We're gonna come upon all the people, man. But we talking to our people first, man. Don't take that shit, man, alright? So with that, let's get all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Kakadash. Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai. One.